And good evening and welcome to Ronnie Fowler Stadium, home of the Jackson Christian School Eagles. A big region matchup tonight between the TCA Lions and our own Jackson Christian School Eagles. The Lions come into this football game with a 3-6 record overall. They're 2-2 though in the region and playing for a berth, and they will be dangerous Lions tonight. The Eagles come in 6-2 overall, 2-1. We have a chance if we win out to finish second, and we have the advantage on that. And so we need this ball game. They need this ball game. It should be a slobber knocker. Wesley Freeman alongside of me.
That's right, Coach. I think that it's been a real competitive football game the last couple, 2 or 3 years, and looking forward to another one. Well,
according to TSSAA statistics, the Eagles have beaten the Lions, but it was over at TCA a couple of years ago. Since 2016 on this field, of course, it was not AstroTurf. It was just regular turf at one time. They have not beaten them.
No.
And I think that last win here, it was in 2016, and later in the broadcast we'll give you a show. We're trying to come up. I know there's some injuries at both schools. Most of ours are the knick-knack type, except for our fine center, Presley Edmondson. Now, their quarterback, they switched a few games ago to Cooper Vales, and he will I presume he will not play tonight.
Yeah, young man, just a freshman, hurt. He got a few little injuries, so I wouldn't expect him to play either.
Wesley and I will talk about this contest and more when we come back. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, and come back with more Jackson Christian football on Worthy Road Studios.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life.
We are back. Some great sponsors there. You'll see more of them. Please support these people. Tell them you appreciate them bringing you Jackson Christian football. We've talked about this game a little bit, but Wesley, there's a couple other games. There's one over at Haywood County, Haywood and Covington, that a lot of people interested in. Milan and Lexington. Let's get your thoughts very quickly on those contests.
I think Haywood wins the game against Covington. The Milan-Lexington game should be interesting. That's going to be a hard one to choose for me. And let's don't forget about the big one across town, south side, north side.
For the Commissioner's Cup.
For the Commissioner's Cup, that's correct.
Yeah, our good buddy Seabass is there tonight.
Right.
We'll be trying to give you scores on all of those games. I know South Gibson's got a tough task. They're taking on Lausanne, who is one of the Division II powers.
That they are.
And they got a tough one. There are some other games. Lexington's at Crockett County. Lexington should win that one, but you never know. The Crockett County Cavaliers get better each week.
That's right.
They just need a spark. But like I said, this game is our headliner. It's also on 93.1 if you're driving in your car and have to leave the stream. It is going to be archived on YouTube tonight by Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road and Jackson Christian have gotten together. It'll be on Jackson Christian's Facebook, be on their Booster Club Facebook. It'll be on Worthy Road Studios Blitz, and it will be there. And also WNWS.com. You can click on Jackson Christian School and pick it up. So no shortage of information on this game tonight. Both teams have left the field. We got about 20 minutes before the kickoff. And Wesley, you say you're hard to pick. I'm going to go with Hardin County. Now, I know a good friend of mine that's in the newspaper business, not here in Jackson, picked Milan to win by 2.
Wow.
Now, Milan can play good defense, and, they brought their defensive guru with them from Mississippi when Coach Diffie came up here, but they've had some hard times on the – first of all, they got to catch Caden Pope.
That's right, and that's a daunting task in itself.
Well, Seth Garner can also run a little bit down there, and the freshman quarterback, Coach Matthews' son, I believe he's a sophomore now, he has done a great job. He didn't get a lot of snaps in the past, but he's done a great job. Of course, Rivers Hunt, their quarterback from last year, is up at Austin Peay. Northside and Southside probably one of the most improved teams and getting better every week, but did they start it too late, and is the Northside front wall too big?
This is kind of one of those games where you hear the proverbial saying, throw the records out the window.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be that way tonight. I think Northside wins. I just think that Southside stays with them early, maybe, and then maybe Northside pulls away a little bit late.
Southside has not beaten the Indians at the reservation since 2017.
Been a minute.
And so, but this is New Day. All that history we give you sometimes on these broadcasts doesn't mean anything. It's like tonight's game, and we're going to go back to tonight's game and talk about it. First of all, Wesley, the team that wins tonight is going to be the team that executes, doesn't have turnovers in what I'm going to say, crucial spots. Because sometimes some turnovers you don't want any, but they don't hurt like crucial ones. Something I've noticed watching some film on both teams, whichever team locks up and tackles the best and doesn't get out of their disciplined lanes on defense, same thing on kickoff returns, that's going to be the team that wins this ball game.
I agree with you 100%. Jackson Christian can control the football and keep the penalties down, as you say, and keep the turnovers down. I think that Jackson Christian comes out with a win tonight.
Absolutely. Matchups are going to be very important. One, we're kind of guessing because neither coach really wanted to let a whole lot of secrets and stuff out, but matchups are going to be important.
Yep.
I look for Jake Wilson to cover T.J. Mosley quite a bit tonight when they're in man coverage.
Yep.
And there'll be some other matchups like that. Cam Boyd, well, they've got 2 fine running backs at TCA. Now, we use Mosley as a running back because he had, average 17 yards a carry last week.
17.6.
And speaking of Jalen Mosley, he was not only the WNWS Player of the Week, but he was the West Tennessee Bone and Joint Player of the Week.
A great game. I think it was 9 carries for 170-something yards. Is that correct?
Let's see. Jalen stats rushed for 165 and a touchdown, caught 3 passes, I believe, for 23 yards. He's our kickoff and punt return man, plays an excellent safety. But then again, you got to look at the defense. Jake Wilson and Needham both play defense, but they've got some other good players over at TCA. But it all revolves around our linebacker play.
It does. Absolutely
The front 3 down linemen have to take care of business. And then you let the dog linebacker, Caleb Newsom, who can pursue from the backside, but then you run them into your all-state linebacker, Tacker Nash.
That's right.
And then Chance King has been getting better each week, raising his number of tackles. But like I said, it all starts with keeping their linemen and people off of those 2 linebackers and the outside. He's really an outside linebacker. Some people say, oh, he's a stand-up defensive end.
No,
he got out in pass coverage last week.
Right.
He saw that goal line. Unfortunately, it slipped through his fingers.
It sure did.
The lineman's dream, the linebacker's dream, and he had 6 if he holds on to it.
Yes, he did.
But you got to block, you got to tackle. And last year, they got in the Wildcats some, and they played Jake at quarterback some.
Yep.
Jake Wilson was able – they just snapped it to him, and there's one play. I've still got nightmares. He just took it, and they opened a little hole. He got through it, and he accelerated, much like Cam Boyd accelerates with his speed.
That's
except for Jake's a little bigger than Cam.
Jake's a little bit bigger than Cam. Jake can run, too.
Yeah, I think he weighs about 175.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
And Needham, though, they don't say enough good things about this young man. He's played quarterback. He can play running back. Strong kid. I think he got a couple of bumps and bruises last week over at USJ. And folks say, man, USJ blew them out. That game was close early.
It was
Matter
close
of fact,
early.
TCA had gotten back to within 3 when the wheels came off the bus over there.
Right.
And an interception or a kickoff return and then an interception by USJ. And you throw record books out. Wesley is so good at coming up with good things like that. Doesn't mean anything in this game.
No, not at all. It's these two schools right here are roughly about 6 miles away, apart rather. And whenever they get it on the football field, you can forget whoever has the better record. You can just forget it because it's going to be a barn burner.
And the coaches match up well. But you've got the offensive-minded Coach Darby Palmer. You got the defensive-minded Blake Butler, and it will be a test of wills. We'll see if Jackson Christian has anything new. They've kept a wrinkle held out for this ball game because for them, like I said, you got to win these next two, and you finish second, which puts you in the opposite bracket of some people, sets you up to meet some people that you would like to meet coming out of Middle and Tennessee, and that would be a good thing. You got to start looking at those matchups. TSSAA has those matchup, or they don't have names and stuff in there, but they've got their brackets printed, and it'll say like 2 West plays against 3 Middle or whatever they're going in. They have those in there, and you can see them. But like I said, we got to play football tonight.
That's right. And
everybody, I'm gonna overhammer this word tonight. Everybody has to execute for his team.
Everybody has to tackle well, and if everything works out right and cards play like they're supposed to, and Jackson Christian wins out and USJ wins out, they'll be meeting for a state championship.
Well, wouldn't they be in opposite brackets though till the semifinals?
The semis?
I think it's the semis they would have to meet again. But again, don't count this TCA team out. They can play some good football, and they've got to get healthy. Now the line is a little smaller than normal TCA lines, but they've got some young men coming on, just like we do.
That's correct.
We have 2 huge linemen here, Tristan Nash and Lucas Witherspoon, plus some other good kids that were in 8th grade. Now Mason Vaughn is not dressed out because he got hurt in the last game of the season.
Yep, that is correct. But I do understand that he has been cleared and playing basketball now.
That's very good for the middle school program. And they've already played a game.
Yeah,
we'll try to find out what the results were. I didn't get them the other night.
They played Medina, which is a very, very good middle school basketball team, and lost. And then they turned around and played Huntington, which is another good middle school team, and they beat them. And I think that Ben told me today that they won last night as well.
Well, that's impressive if they beat Huntington.
Yep.
And, of course, we're speaking of Ben Vargson, who is the proprietor, owner, whatever you want to call it, of Great American Sports. Does a great job. He and Shonda both know sports backwards, forwards, sideways, upside down. And you ask Ben, and I guarantee he can tell you what's happening.
Yes, he can.
Not only with equipment, but he knows sports, too. And he's coached some, too.
Yep.
Looks like we've got a good officiating crew for tonight, and we'll let you know if they're not. But, no, I was talking to a couple of them, and I've had some of them in basketball before.
And the White had a pretty good Northside baseball player, Chris Gilley.
Once upon a time, the Gillies were a magic name out there.
That's right.
He had an older brother named Mike Gilley.
Remember Mike?
And Mike could play. He could play outfield, and any of y'all that remember the old Babe Ruth League, Mike was one of the premier outfielders for the doctors and dentists team in the old Babe Ruth League.
I gotcha.
We better take a timeout. We'll take this time a 3-minute timeout, and when we come back, we will focus more on this game between Jackson Christian School and TCA. 3-minute timeout on Worthy Road Studios production of Jackson Christian football.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Welcome to Man's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
We are a team composed of highly skilled physical therapists with new school treatment approaches and old school customer service principles. We are a community presence because we know our foundation rests in relationship building and involvement. We are leaders in this industry and we're putting in time daily to develop that aspect of thinking. We're more than a business. We're a team composed of individuals governed by a set of core values. We're more than a physical therapy company. We're a movement in the profession. We are your premier physical therapy team in West Tennessee.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Just imagine, no more drills. Look at some of Dr. Nathan Nash's patient results. We provide a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to a full dental reconstruction. And now, prepless veneers. We're there when you need us. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family just like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook to see all those loving smiles. Call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry, we want to make you smile.
Hello, I'm Wes Harris with State Farm Insurance. My customers love the fact that they can call me or my team members anytime. So when they're in an accident on the bypass with somebody that doesn't have insurance, or they come out of the grocery store and somebody's backed into their car and has not left a note, or they come home and there's a tree on the roof, or maybe water pouring out their front door, they call a local agent, somebody that they know. So call me, Wes Harris, with State Farm Insurance, located right here on Van Drive in Jackson.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Wes Harris in Jackson today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in team sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your team sports. You can email or call us for all your team sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
Jackson Christian football from Ronnie Fowler Stadium, brought to you by Worthy Road Studios. And, of course, you see some of our great sponsors tonight, like Kimberly Evans with the Hickman Realty Group. Deaton's Carpet 1, Man's Wrecker Service, and, of course, Mitchell's Body Shop brings you the replays. And all of Jackson Christian's first downs are brought to you by Wes Harris, State Farm agent. Okay, Wesley, as far as individual stats, Goodwin is averaging about 3 more yards than Cam Boyd is per carry. And these are the stats that you get from Max Preps,
right,
which is supposed to be with the TSSAA, the official.
Yep.
And, of course, passing yards. Now, Grant Boykin's throwing for about 94.6 yards a game, and Goodwin started out as their quarterback. Then they went to Cooper Vales.
Right.
And tonight we may see Coach Butler's son.
You might very well see Coach Butler's son under center tonight.
We'll see some Wildcat, too, and we'll remind people of that. Total yards, of course, Boyd has 135 average per game of total yards. Goodwin has 185. Tacker Nash leading the JCS team with averaging about 10.1 tackles. Robertson averaging 7.5 for them. I will say this, Walker Ray and Tacker Nash have been picked to play in the West Tennessee Healthcare All-Star game.
That is correct.
And that will be December the 10th. But, again, congratulations to those two young men. And, of course, Jalen Mosley last week rushed for 165. We're used to him catching passes. But he can take the pitch sweep. He can also take the little option play, and he can run a lot. Jackson Christian School did something that in all of my broadcasting I've never seen before. They held FACS last week to 0 first downs.
0 first downs.
Right.
That's unbelievable. I think about 73 yards of total offense for FACS to Jackson Christian.
-5 rushing.
-5 rushing. Jackson Christian with 404 total. So keep them under 100 yards and no first downs.
Blocked a punt, and I believe Tacker Nash had 2 or 3, and if I stand to be corrected, please do so. I know he had at least 3 tackles for loss last week. He might have had 4, and my sheet, for some reason, that didn't make it. And Cam Boyd's 2 rushing TDs last week tied him with Johnny Williams. No, not the one that coached Northside, but actually that's Johnny's grandson, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Or he's kin to Johnny. For 4th in a single season, rushing TDs with 15. But here's a guy, Southern Dentistry's own Dr. Nathan Nash, has 13 TDs in 1998. Noah Chandler had 14 in 2010.
Wow.
And that is something else in its own right. And, of course, Jackson Christian comes into this game 16-9 all-time versus TCA. The last 3 meetings have been decided by a combination of 16 points. And, of course, the last meeting in 2020, TCA won that one 18-14.
And then 2 years ago, it was right here in a driving rainstorm in a 7-6 ball game.
I believe that touchdown was scored in the 4th quarter, too, and it was fairly late in the 4th quarter.
And a young man by the name of Kevin Davis, who's at the University of Miami of Ohio right now.
Very quick young man. He could sprint. I believe he's running track, though, up there.
He's running track and playing football.
Oh, they've got him playing football. A wise decision by them. And you see the captains, Tacker Nash, Campbell Scott, and Cam Boyd going out there. Carrier back here with his 42 on. And, of course, the center, Presley Edmondson, he's back here with his 66 on. Saw his parents before the ball game, and also saw Chuck Ray. And I'll let you handle the TCA captain.
So number 11, Will Allen Smith. Number 16 is Joshua Todd. Number 14, Will Keltner. And number 79 is Corey Bass.
And you pointed out something about Brother Keltner. He's a little bigger this year.
Yes, he is. He's been apparently in the weight room, so that's a good thing.
Keltner will play tight end most of the night. Now, he does play some defense, but look for him. He can catch the ball, and once he catches it, run with a pretty good blocker. And we have a pretty good blocker in our own right.
Yeah, we do.
Carrier can block, and he used to play a lot of defense. He spends a lot of time, though, there at the tight end spot.
Right. Yep. Let's see if we can get the toss here, Coach. There's the toss.
Well, you know what we want to do with it if we get it. Looks like they're talking to TCA.
This team won and deferred. TCA won it and deferred, so Jackson Christian will get their wish.
Well, it's almost like we won even though we lost the toss, we won the toss because Darby likes to have that football. Coach Darby Palmer, a fine young coach, and he has increased that victory total each year for the school and himself. And we will receive at the East Goal is what I call it. we'll be moving from left to right on your radio screen, which is 93.1. Here on our screen, you will be moving from left to right. And, of course, TCA defends the west goal, and the scoreboard is down in that end.
That's correct. So it looks like the captains are going back to their individual teams here, and both teams should be on the field here pretty quickly.
You're right about that. It is not far from the thing you want to hear, whether you're in Knoxville, Tennessee, or in Jackson, Tennessee.
That's right.
The banner is up, a nice blue banner with a fierce-looking eagle on there.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want that rascal after me.
Me neither.
And looks like Walker Ray is stirring things up for his team, and that's what a good leader does. He hits the ground with the hammer, and it's football time in Jackson, Tennessee, as the Eagles take the field. And that's that sledgehammer. It's got a blue handle on it.
Blue handle, and yep.
And you've got time now to remind your friends. You can call them and tell them they can see it on the Booster Club Facebook. They can see it on Jackson Christian's Facebook, Worthy Road Studios Facebook, on the WNWS.com. Click on the Eagles and listen to it on radio on 93.1. And we're going to bring you all of this exciting game. Wesley Freeman, Coach Joe Holloway, Gary Lockhart, producer and director, Caleb Kendrick, one of the finest young cameramen, a graduate of MTSU. That's where your son is going.
That's correct.
Next year. And Caleb does a great job up there. But Gary, who has worked 90%, I would say, of the Jackson Christian broadcast in the last 2 years with me. And we love to have him. Remember our coach's show on Tuesday night? We missed him because Paul was there last week. But Gary always has fun doing that. And we'll say, hey, Gary's two sons, hopefully they are paying attention to their dad's great work tonight.
That's right.
We're just about ready for kickoff, and it looks like that number 26, is that John Mark Willard that kicks off? Or have I got the wrong kickoff man?
John Mark Willard, what I've got.
And that's who's going to kick off, and you know who's deep for us. There should be Mosley and McDonald, and I cannot see the third one because of the corner. A little short one, wisely covered at about the 43, so we'll have excellent field position.
They tried a little trickeration there of some sort there, just tried to pop it over the first line there and see what would happen there.
Well, we were alert. Austin Kelly, the fine holder for extra points and field goals, plus he is a freshman quarterback. It's Boykin, Ray, and Austin there at the quarterback position. Austin Kelly will one day inherit this job. And, of course, they've got Mason Vaughn coming on. We come straight from the sideline. Banky and Ray to the right with a slot. We're going to run 2 men in the backfield. You'll see TCA run 3 in the backfield. Straight give, and Boyd with good yardage over the 50-yard line, falling forward to the 49 in TCA territory.
That's a gain of about 7, Coach.
And Boyd, a fine runner. And if you don't tackle him good, the little man can tote the pumpkin.
He sure can. Jackson Christian going with a little tempo.
Yeah, they're going quick to the line of scrimmage. This time it's a version of trips. It's more of a stack out here. Now, we'll see if the official noticed. I noticed something he didn't. Boyd's got the first down and more across the 40, the 35, and down to about the 32 of TCA for the second West Harris State Farm first down. And those came so quick I didn't even get it in. But it is a West Harris State Farm first down. And Boyd about 16?
I'd say about 16 on that.
And we'll give him 23 yards on 2 carries so far, 2 first downs for the Eagles. The replays will come quick tonight. Now, this looks like Cooper Cantrell and Banky to the far side. Mosley is the wide out to this side, and he is supposed to be on the line of scrimmage. They're going to probably flag us for an illegal formation. No, we called a timeout because I have a feeling our formation was illegal. They're going to take a 30. We're going to take a 30. We'll be back with more football action here at Jackson Christian School on Worthy Road Studios.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
We're back and we're ready to play. Kimberly Evans, Hickman Realty helps bring you this, but it is 1st and 10 on the TCA 33. 2 men in the backfield, a slot left. Here's the little one-man screen. Juking a guy. Cooper Cantrell is going to get some good yardage. He's got his first down, headed towards the sideline and out of bounds, and I don't see any flags, so we're not going to play drop the handkerchief.
Another good little pass play by Gage there. Just flip it out and flat and let your man work. There's another look at that, Coach. You see he make a fine move on this play right here. Kind of goes in and then back out and back in.
It is a good call, and 14-yard pickup and a Wes Harris first down. That's a Wes Harris State Farm first down. Go back to the stack and 3 receivers to the right. Give to the hard-running Campbell Scott. He smells daylight. He smells touchdown. Give him 6. Campbell Scott, 19 yards.
Just a simple little give play, and good job by Jackson Christian's offensive line to open those holes right there. Here's another look at it here. As you see, a good block right there, and it just springs him into the end zone.
Campbell Scott with the big touchdown. Zach Cisco on with Austin Kelly to hold for him. That was 19 yards on that touchdown. 10:40 to go in the first half. The Eagles have a 6-0 lead. The extra point is up. It looks good if we can find the football. It went deep enough. It is good. It's 7-0 Eagles. Let's take a timeout on the Jackson Christian Worthy Road Studios Network.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
We're back with the Eagles leading 7-0 off of the Campbell Scott 19-yard touchdown run. And that was a 58-yard.
58 yards, and that happened quick.
Yeah, that drive was very quickly executed. Now, you don't want to let down. Let's be honest, we've had some trouble covering the kickoffs. Now, Zach Cisco, though, correct me if I'm wrong, Wesley, hit 4 in the end zone last week.
He did.
Let's see who's back deep for.
That is Jake Wilson.
Jake, I would almost guess he would. Is Nick Jones also? Nick's been back there some too.
Yep.
And I don't know whether that's 8 Braden Weddle or 18 Jack Dirth back there with him.
I do believe that's 18, and you got another one down here. Looks like number 11, Will Allen Smith.
This one on a line drive, and it's going to take the bounce that Jake, who plays baseball, would want to field it. Walker Ray had a bead, didn't get him, a little juke, but I'm going to tell you what, staying with him is number 10 for Jackson Christian School.
Yep.
Good job. That is the one and only Campbell Scott.
He wrapped him up really, really nicely there and didn't let him loose.
Absolutely.
There you go. Take a look at it. Got the big hop and then just starts to come left and gets by Walker there, but nice tackle around the waist there and did not let him go. Finished off there at the end.
Yeah, we didn't get the finish off, but ball's on the left hash mark, wide side of the field to the TCA offense right. They've got a tight slot over here on the left side. We've got a one high safety, meaning one back, and they're going to run the football, especially with the young quarterback. From the 28 down to about the 32, it'll either be a 3 or 4 yard pickup depending on the spot of the football for Goodwin.
And that is Cade Butler at quarterback. There's a replay here. Nice job of clogging it up. There's chance in there. Gain of about 4 on that play.
So it's 2nd and 6. The ball on the 32 of TCA. They come out with the same formation. Got more like a H-back or a blocking back, which is Keltner.
Yep.
And they're going to try it again. This time he got the handle on it, but nearly fumbling the football was the running back, but he got it back.
He did.
And he's actually – Goodwin's going to get a pickup of about 3 more yards.
Yeah, not a clean exchange there on the transfer and almost a fumble.
3rd and 3. The ball will be right at the 35, the nose touching the 35.
Another look at it. And Jackson Christian doing a good job of filling their holes.
Yeah, we got to drive that runner back, though, because he had good body lean.
Yep.
And, again, the H-back situation. And when you see this, a lot of times they're going to make the quick toss, trying to get Jake Wilson out there. But I see 48 out there, our dog linebacker, Caleb Newsom, and some other guys getting there very quickly.
And that's going to be a loss on the play, looks like.
And it was.
And you take a look at it here. Just a simple pitch, and good job there setting the edge. And nice job again of playing assignment football, Coach.
Absolutely, and that's a loss of 4 yards on that one, so -4, and it's a punting situation, 4th and 7. They use like a short punt formation.
It's a modified punting formation. Ooh.
And almost getting
Almost
it is one of our men. Now, Mosley will instruct everybody to get away from it. He's going to be downed on the 31-yard line, but I'm going to tell you what, there was a young man, and you know his name, Cedric Anderson, the sophomore, 6'2", got in there, and he got awfully close. And what a burst by Cedric.
That was awfully close.
And the ball will be set down 69 yards away from the goal line.
Yep.
We just had one drive. Let's see what Coach Darby Palmer and his offensive staff has got up their sleeve. Some fine coaches here, of course. Coach Bullard, Brian Bullard, was with us, and Coach Phillips was with us at the coaches or recap show. Again, we come with the formation that's got a stack and a third receiver, 3 down linemen. The outside linebackers coming. Boyd tries to run away from him. He does. He makes one man miss at the 35, the 40, driven out of bounds just short of the 42-yard line. Should be a Wes Harris first down.
It should be, depending upon where they spot this ball.
It will be very close to see if we got one of those State Farm first downs. Ooh, a left-footed spot. But they say first down anyway.
That's not a very good spot.
No, it wasn't. My man Wesley Eagle Eye Freeman. That's the reason he's such a great pitcher when he played. But he could throw a football through the eye of a needle, too. It's 1st and 10 for the Eagles. This time they send the 3 receivers to the right. They bring the blocking back over here, come to the short side, and Campbell Scott has ground out some really tough yardage down to about the 48-yard line.
Yes, and a little bit of a wrinkle coming from Jackson Christian with their wide out set. Here's another look at that. Nice lead block there. And
that's Carrier with that lead
Carrier,
block.
Yep.
I like what I've seen, 2nd and 3, so a pickup of 7.
Yeah.
Boyd running like a clock. Mosley has not touched the football yet, and I'll make note of that because that could become very important. Here is Mosley. Let's see what he's got. The first down, for one thing, a State Farm first down. He's across the 40, the 35. It'll come back.
Yep.
But Mosley with a nice run, but it will come back.
That's correct.
Now, the good news is, even if it's a 15-yarder, guess what?
It's still a first down.
It's still a first down. Wes Harris State Farm first down. Be the 5th one.
I believe we're going to get a holding call here.
Let it depend. Well, I'm going to say it's going to depend on where they call the holding in. There was no need to hold on that play.
Play was already past him.
And no, folks, I'm not in the huddle, but it was time as an old offensive coordinator. It was just about time for Jalen Mosley to touch the football.
Yep, that's exactly what we got, the hold. So that's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So just like Coach said, it'd still be a first down.
And
ball be spotted on the –
and it will be.
Yep. 43-yard line.
Well, not bad. I will record penalties. I'm just going to keep up with how many because official stats come from Greg Armour, who will be here at halftime and after the game. But it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the Jackson Christian 43. State Farm and Wes Harris bringing you those first downs. We come back to the right with the 3 receivers. And we're going to throw the 2-man screen. And Mosley will have to use his speed because they recovered quick. TCA did a good job. Mosley will pick up 6 or 7.
Still a nice gain, though. Looks like about 6.5, maybe 7.
Here comes a replay.
Check it out. Ball thrown behind him just a little bit, but good job by Mosley to make an adjustment and just gets about 6, maybe 7 on that play there.
Yeah, I think that's 20 yards passing, 2 for 2 for Gage Boykin. 7 minutes on the clock, as you can see. Worthy Road Studios always provides you that. Here's Campbell Scott going straight ahead.
I tell you what, that young man runs hard, and that's another first down, Coach.
Yeah, so Wes Harris State Farm first down, the 6th one of the night.
Jackson Christian, just if you see there, we're getting a lot of good lead blocks by our H-back, and just ball just going getting up through there.
Carrier playing H-back more than he did. Now this time he'll go to tight end, or will he? No, he'll be an H-back this time with 3 receivers to the left. Mosley isolated. Told you he and Jake Wilson would go head-to-head.
Yep.
There we've got the over-the-shoulder throw, and there it is, hooking up just like they did for 33 last week. It's 30 yards and a touchdown. Gage Boykin to Walker Ray. Perfectly thrown, perfectly caught.
Yep. That was a heck of a throw there by Gage. Take a look at it here. The offensive line gave Gage plenty of time to throw, and just he couldn't have handed it to him any better. What a great throw by Gage, and a great catch by Walker.
30-yard touchdown. It's 13-0. Cisco on to attempt the extra point.
And we got the pink smoke out tonight, Coach.
All right, the smoke is out. We're playing football here. The kick is up. It looks good. The goalpost disappeared, so I already know it is good, and the referees just back up. It's 14-0. Jackson Christian with an early lead. Let's take a 30-second timeout on the Jackson Christian Worthy Road Studios network.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
And back here where Jackson Christian has a 14-0 lead, reminds you about Snookums, West Harris State Farm, Gary Deaton's Carpet One, Southern Family Dentistry, and Great American Sports. We'll tell you about some more of our fine sponsors. Wesley, a quick thought before we kick off.
Well, I'll tell you, based on what I've seen so far, Jackson Christian with a 3-and-out on defense and moving the ball at will as of right now against this Lions defense.
Let's see if we kick away from Jake Wilson or try to put it in the end zone. Cisco approaches. This one high, end-over-end kick, but it's going to come down short at the 10 to an up man. He brings it down the sideline. I see Campbell Scott, and wasn't that a nice form tackle? And Campbell just took him out of bounds, and that was returning the ball. Nick Jones wearing number 21.
Yep.
That was a high end-over-end kick.
It sure was.
And they did kick away from him like you and I talked about. Folks, I wish you could hear some of Wesley's comments off air.
Here's another look at it. And with that high kick, what that allows your kickoff team to do is get downfield and get prepared, and just a great job there just shuffling him out of bounds.
And we had several young men that you could see in good position to help with that, but Campbell, that's all he needed. Walker Ray is matched up with the receiver, and I see at an H-back they've got Keltner at H-back.
Yep.
Wyatt Jones has come defensively to the side. It looks like man coverage with a one high safety, and they're going to run it again. They bend it. That could have been a trap. We'll go back and see, or either he just bent it and took it a hole wider.
Yeah.
And Hardin County has taken a 7-0 lead down there already on Milan.
There you go.
Nice pickup that time by.
There's the replay here. Just a simple give, and Chance almost had a hand on him back about 5 yards before he brought him down, but good hustle on Chance's part.
Goodwin with a nice pickup, picks up 8, makes it 2nd and 2. Important drive for TCA to get something going here. They're going to go straight ahead. He bends it outside again. He's tackled in the backfield. He had good leg action and fell forward, so he may get a half yard or maybe one. We'll see. Now
they're going to mark it no gain, I do believe. As you see there, good job there of getting in the backfield.
Now, when they send that many people after Tacker Nash, then that leaves people open, and they've sent several after him. And watch that during the game, those of you watching the contest, how many people go to block him.
Mm-hmm. That'll free somebody up to make a tackle.
Yep. Here comes the hard rush by Caleb, but they run away from him. They've got the first down. Goodwin's going to pick up good yardage down to about the 43, probably got 6 on that one.
Yep. Yeah, they're going to give him about 5. There's another look at it.
It'll be their initial first down of the night. And now the Jackson Christian defense wants to bow their back and get some penetration and watch him breaking or bouncing it outside. Now, this is their base formation. They have been known to go with 3 men in the backfield with the quarterback. Again, just straight handoff, zone blocking.
Good job
and this time penetration. And getting in there, that looked like Carson McKee.
That and Chance King.
Chance King hit him. Coming in is the big man himself
there's
now.
Another replay there. Initial hit there, and then,
About a half-yard loss, but we'll call it 2nd and 10 and a half. But the big man coming in now to play nose man, Brandon Bennett. Let's see what kind of coverage we've got. Now, we've actually only got 2 men out here to cover 3. The high safety shades this way, but he's not taking or doesn't have responsibility. We need to shift a little bit. They're going to throw the football. Butler cranks it up, and it's caught, and a first down and a nice catch. And that young man, number 8, is Braden Walker. He's just a freshman. He scored the only TD, I believe, last week against USJ for them.
Yeah. And Braden's a good basketball player, as I understand it.
So that was Braden Walker on the –
I believe that's Waller, Coach.
Waller, okay. I want to thank Dexter Williams. Dexter Comer played for me, but Dexter sent us the roster that we've got. Here's the first down play. Jake dancing, but I don't see any gaps in there.
No.
There's at least a loss of a half yard, maybe more.
That's going to be at least that may be a loss of 2. Yep. Here's another look at that. And just nowhere for him to go. And, again, that's going to be a loss of 2, Coach.
Looks like 2nd and 12. But Jake Wilson capable of breaking one at any time. He's quick, and he is very strong at 175 pounds.
Yep.
Waller to the top, trips to the left, with Keltner being one of those. And, again, I don't think we're matched up like the defense coaches want them. And, again, they come up and catch a short pass at about the 35 and gain a couple of more yards.
Yeah. Let's see here. That's going to be 2, 3, 4.
Looked like about
6.
6 or 7. Okay.
There's another look at it. What they're doing is they're bubbling a guy out for a safety valve down here, and then you have to account for him. So what that does is leave the little slant across the middle open.
And I think they're trying to get a linebacker matched up on one of their quick kids. They would love to get Jake coming out of the backfield matched up on one of our linebackers. But this time they're going to send a tight trips or a wad formation to the right.
Yep.
They send people across. They just outside the outstretched arms of Jake Wilson, and that's what they were trying to do is get him one-on-one with a linebacker.
And that could have been tough because there wasn't a whole lot of people around him on that one right there. If he'd have caught that, he could have turned that up and got some big yardage.
Yeah, you got to make a solid tackle. It's
do.
4th and 6. This is 4-down territory for them. They'll signal the play in from the sideline. And most schools now do that. We did see a school last week that the quarterback came to the sideline every time. Man. He ran himself to death. 2 receivers to each side. Wilson in the backfield. He's going to run the circle route left. They throw over the middle. They've got the man. Now, is it incomplete or a fumble?
They're calling it incomplete.
They're waving it off, and it'll go over on downs.
Which is a good thing for Jackson Christian because they get the ball at the line of scrimmage as opposed to right there. Here's another look at that. Let's just see if he has control of this. It's not a bad throw, but no, he never had control of it. So that's the proper call there.
Yeah, the proper call. The receiver ran a good route because he was in – the linebacker had dropped into his hook zone, but he had gotten enough cushion that you could throw over the linebacker and in front of the defensive back.
Yep.
So I know the Jackson Christian coaches up here in the booth are scurrying to send word down.
Right.
It looks like Cooper Cantrell to the left. Not sure who's in the slot. There's the two-hand toss.
Oh, look at
here.
And
Mosley throws a pass.
Look at this.
Cooper Cantrell holds on to it, and that's the only reason he didn't score is he juggled it a little bit.
Yes, he did. There it is, Coach, a little trickeration from the Eagles.
Well, Mosley says he could play quarterback if you needed to.
Oh, here's another look at it. It's just their pitch version, and he just stands up and slings that thing. I didn't know he was left-handed. I like him even more now. But you're right. If he doesn't bobble that ball right there, I think he scores, and it's another Eagle first down, Coach.
Yeah, big first down, a West Harris State Farm first down, the 7th one. And the Eagles are knocking on the door, and they're in Zach Cisco field goal range. Good penetration this time by TCA, and they're going to get us for a 2-yard loss. Boyd has his first loss running the football tonight.
I believe in there on that tackle was number 79. I believe that's Corey Bass.
Corey Bass, a senior, 280. Young man got good penetration then. Didn't get him blocked.
Nope, no.
2nd and 12, the ball on the 25. Let's see what Coach Palmer and his offensive staff has got up their sleeve. I bet Coach Reichert's got something.
Yeah.
Slot left, 2 backs in the backfield. Mosley in motion. They're going to go straight up the middle. And again, good penetration by 57. That is Chase Finnan or Finnan?
Yes.
I'm not sure of Chase's last name, but a good
anyway,
job.
Good job. There's another look at that. He just fills the gap pretty quick and gets a little help on the back end from Goodwin as well.
Now, this is where we either have to run a play, and most people are expecting the pass play about 22 seconds on the clock, so we'll have to snap it before the quarter ends.
Yep, one more time. And I believe they're going to try to bleed this thing all the way down.
Well, there is a 4-second differential. They'll have to snap the football whistle.
Yeah, they're going to take as long as they can, though.
3rd and 12. Snap the football with 2 left. Gage Boykin wants it. He's got a receiver out there. That is Cooper Cantrell. He is tackled first by Nick Jones, and I didn't see the rest of the people. Let's see how close he is to a first down.
Awfully close.
7/10 of a second left.
Another look at that.
Maybe we'll see on the replay.
But just a good job by Gage of going through his progressions there and finally checking it down. And they are going to give him a first down. So, Coach, they could get one more first down inside the 10s.
Another Wes Harris State Farm first down. This will be the last play if it even gets off, and it doesn't. Time runs out. Jackson Christian leads at the end of one quarter play, 14-0 over TCA. Let's take a 30-second timeout on the Worthy Road Production Studios Network.
Welcome to Mann's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
We are back, Wes. A quick thought while we switch ends of the field with Jackson Christian leading.
Well, just good job defensively there on the last possession from Jackson Christian. Not to break. It's the old saying, it's a bend don't break method. Got the turnover on downs, and right back down the field they came and are in, at the goal line again, about 12 yards away.
This broadcast brought to you in part by Dynamics Race Clips, who can do a great job cutting hair, just ask Paul Schultze. Mann's Wrecker Service, and, of course, Lonnie Cobb's Auto, Mitchell's Body Shop, and Kimberly Evans of the Hickman Realty. I loved what they played being a Memphis fan. Now, we're not the only one that plays that, but I promise you the Memphis Pep Band is the best in the nation at that song. And it's 1st and 10. They can get a first down. A little crossing action, and again, good penetration. That looked like Keltner in there.
It was.
And he stopped Campbell Scott, possibly no gain.
Yep, they're gonna mark it at the. Here's another look at that. Keltner just filling from his linebacker position and read that one well.
I'll tell you what, if they bring it out here, no gain is what they will say, but if you had run the option play then.
Yeah, well, he would have walked in.
Okay, Mosley to the right. Here's Gage Boykin. He's going to try the center of the line. Now, he's a big, strong young man.
He is.
And he got some good yardage, and somebody went backwards when he hit him.
Yep.
We'll see what Gage got, because that looked like a rugby scrum there.
Yep, we got a line down here limping. He's not down on the field, but kind of hobbling around a little bit. That's a good push by Gage there.
And Gage dropped that head and had a little body lean then.
He sure did.
Looks like what he picked up about 4.5, not quite 5.
We're going to call it 3rd and maybe 6.
Okay. Hard count. Somebody had to be in the neutral zone. Yes. That should get the 1st and goal.
Let's see how.
Well, it might not. Here's a score for you. Huntington 14, Peabody 7 at the end of the first quarter.
All right.
Peabody Huntington running that football.
Yep. Sometimes the best offense is a good defense. Keep Peabody off the field, and you keep the ball.
Yeah, you don't want the Ganaway boys running the football. And Driggers is not a bad thrower for them.
Not. Driggers, the son of one of the assistants, Jason Driggers.
See the wing-back Courier or H-back. He blocks inside. Campbell Scott,
Touchdown.
just look at that power. 2 yards officially is what they're going to give Campbell Scott on that one for the touchdown.
Coach, there's another look at it. That's on about the
I think
4.
it's a
yeah, it just drives his legs really, really well there.
10 minutes, 32 seconds. That drive was a 69-yard drive.
Correct.
Zach Cisco on to attempt the extra point. Austin Kelly to hold. Walker Ray does the snapping too. The snap is down. The kick is up. It looks good. The referees say that Coach Holloway is right. It is 21-0 Jackson Christian.
Correct. Coach, I'm glad that Shane got me a better parking spot tonight because he about hit my truck last week.
With a good parking spot on Worthy Road's production of Jackson Christian football, let's take a 30-second timeout.
We are a team composed of highly skilled physical therapists with new school treatment approaches and old school customer service principles. We are a community presence because we know our foundation rests in relationship building and involvement. We are leaders in this industry, and we're putting in time daily to develop that aspect of thinking. We're more than a business. We're a team composed of individuals governed by a set of core values. We're more than a physical therapy company. We're a movement in the profession. We are your premier physical therapy team in West Tennessee.
We are back. Wesley, who's going to be back for TCA to receive this one?
Like Nick Jones, Jake Wilson, and I think that is numbers folded on me a little bit.
Yeah, that's what happened to me a while ago.
I think maybe.
And I'm getting text. I've had 3 texts. One said soar, Eagles, soar. The other one said go Eagles. And they want me to do the touchdown Tennessee call the next time. A 3rd text. Here's Cisco putting his foot into the ball. This one not quite as high as the last one, but going deep down to about the 2.5. And that is the ever dangerous Jake Wilson. And he makes some people miss. And then a whole host, a flock of Eagles.
Got him on about the 21, maybe 22.
Absolutely. There's some big men in on it.
Yep.
Some little men in on it. There's a lot of people in on that kickoff coverage.
There's another look at it. Makes a few people miss, but, what that does is give the Eagles time to recover. And as you see there, 4 or 5 of them there on.
Well, I know Chance King, and it was either 48 or 58. My angle from over here, couldn't tell if it was Nash or Caleb Newsom that was the other man that hit him. 3 down linemen, a stand-up outside linebacker going against the spread offense, and they go straight ahead. And our big nose man had him. We let go, and this is what we told you about. Jake Wilson is dangerous.
That's actually Needham there.
Is that Needham? Oh, yep. Needham back. Well, he's just as strong as Jake is, if not stronger.
Right.
And I see us sending a new or fresh lineman into the ball game.
That was a gain of about 6. There's another look at it. It had him in the backfield, Coach, and then it just broke free, and then good form tackle there to get him on the ground.
Goodwin does a good job of pumping those legs. He's a senior.
Yep.
2nd and 5, so a pickup of 5 for him. I think he's got unofficially 26 yards. They're going to pass. We flush him and get him, and now it's going to be a sack.
Yep.
And let's see if we can pick up the sacker. Is that Caleb Newsom? I know it's got an 8.
That is him.
Caleb Newsom, and he had to stay out of it. Watch Wesley's replay here.
Just got a lot of pressure on him off the jump, and wiggles free, but he comes back and gets him for a big sack for the Eagles. Good. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yep. So a loss on that one for the QB. That is Butler. That's Blake's son.
That's right.
Ball on the 22. 3rd and 10. Big play for the Lions. They're going to hit quick out here to try to make one man miss, and we finally got locked up.
Ooh.
This, believe it or not, is going to be a tougher decision than you think. That was a good catch by Waller, and he almost made something happen.
If Walker doesn't hold on to him right there, he's down the sideline if you take a look at it. Well, good job by Walker. Makes one man miss right here, and then if it wasn't for Walker
Ray, the Swiss Army knife,
that's
locks
right.
up on that leg and won't let go. Remember now, they're dangerous, and they are going for it. They could still punt it out of this. But and this one goes straight up in the air. My best advice is everybody get out of it. It takes a great bounce for the Lions into the territory of Jackson Christian. Will be down to almost about 6 inches behind the 40-yard line. Right. Let's see where the spot is. Wow. I'm fair for both teams. I don't agree with the spot if they put it where the official's foot is.
I don't either. That ball was beyond the 40.
And I know 6 inches isn't going to make that.
That's not a good spot.
They are good men.
Yep.
They are trying hard. I wouldn't want their job. It is not there.
No.
Here come the Eagles. Boyd will be in the backfield. Cooper Banky on. Walker, Ray, Mosley isolated, and I think if Mosley goes to buy a snow cone, that Jake Wilson will go with him.
Absolutely.
Here's Banky wanting the circle route. They got Mosley. Now this one is just slightly overthrown. They had a little hand fight, rooster fight, whatever. It's not a fight, folks, when we say that. But
chicken fighting.
Yeah, chicken fighting. A little hand play there, both guys.
Yep.
And
good ball by Gage, just a little bit long.
I believe that's Gage's first miss of the day.
And Mosley had a little separation on Wilson right there.
Yep, just slightly out of his reach, brings up 2nd and 10. Clock arrested at 8:09. They give to Banky. He got hit in the backfield, but he's going to turn it up and make yardage. Cooper Banky making hay while the sun shines. He's got a Wes Harris first down and more.
Gain of about 18 on
that. Almost 20 yards, but Banky with 18 big yards.
Well, he's come alive the last 2 games, Coach. He's had 2 really, really good games.
Well, I think his injuries are healthy now.
You see, had him in the backfield there, and then just kind of wiggled free, and off he goes for 18 there.
Wes Harris State Farm first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
How many is that tonight so far, Coach?
I've got 9 Wes Harris State Farm first downs. Boyd checking with his quarterback, which is smart. The H-back to this side. They send a man in motion. They fake it. Here's Gage Boykin going straight ahead. And Gage again with the good body lean. And, of course, there was some good extra blocking and running there. They put it back about a half yard. I'll live with that. But a nice pickup for Gage Boykin.
It's like about 4 maybe. Yeah. There's another look at it.
Let's
just
see, maybe
ahead.
5.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, call it 5.
Yeah, Gage Boykin looking like Jim Brown. Boy, people don't know who Jim Brown is. He possibly was the greatest running back in NFL history.
There's no question.
He could gain yardage behind a cardboard cutout.
He could. What he wound up playing, Coach, was it 9 years?
Just 9 years.
That's what
and at one time, with only 12-game seasons, held the NFL's rushing records. Here's a handoff, triangle left side, and a great shoestring tackle by Keltner.
Yep, that was a good one.
It really was. That was a fine effort by him.
He gained maybe a yard on that, though, Coach.
Wow. Nice pickup there. Brings up 3rd and about 4, though.
Yep.
Jake Wilson, one of the corners. The other corner is also a fine cover. That's Joshua Todd. He's a senior.
Yep.
Todd has had some good moments. Let's see, 3-down line, but watch these linebackers. This is more like a 5-3 than a 5 or 3-5. And they're going to be short of the first down. It's 4-down territory.
Yep.
I believe we're just slightly out of Zach's range.
Yeah, that's going to be, from there, it'd be about a 45, 52-yarder. There's another look at it there. They got it strung out well, the Lions do, and just really nowhere for him to go there. But, I'd say this is definitely 4-down territory for Jackson Christian.
This would be a good place to get unbalanced and actually come back to the short side. But I'm not calling the plays. guarantee you, Coach Darby Palmer and Coach Riker and them have got something better than I've got in my mind.
May have a little trick up his sleeve right here too, Coach.
Oh, you never know. A while ago, Gage Boykin drew him offside. Now we're going to have to talk about it, though.
Yeah, that's another timeout for Jackson Christian.
And Jackson Christian calls, I believe, their second timeout. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more Jackson Christian football on Worthy Road Studios.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Just imagine, no more drills. Look at some of Dr. Nathan Nash's patient results. We provide a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to a full dental reconstruction. And now, prepless veneers. We're there when you need us. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family just like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook to see all those loving smiles. Call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry, we want to make you smile.
We're back, and they come to the line quick, they being Jackson Christian School. And unless we are unbalanced to the right, and we were, thank goodness, we had an illegal formation. Here's the first down and more.
Yes,
look at the blocking. Look at the hard running. A great executed play and another Wes Harris first down.
And we got an Eagle injured right here, Coach, number 74 here.
One of our fine offensive linemen.
There's another look at the replay. He did a great job blocking downfield. And I don't know what happened. It looked like his ankle may have got rolled up on right there.
About a 12 or a 13-yard pickup, and you hate to see that. Dynamics will be right on it, though. I guarantee you 41 yards on 6 carries for Cam Boyd.
Yep.
And are we taking another timeout, or are we going to play football?
No, they're escorting him off the field here.
And the officials call the players back because both sides thought there was a timeout for a minute. There's not. Clock is arrested at 5:17. They'll wind it and start it. 1st and 10 after that Wes Harris State Farm first down. Ball on the 22 to the wide side. Here's Boyd. They got that hole jammed up. The little quick man falls back inside and gets across the 20.
I'll tell you what, if we could get Gary, can we get a replay of that maybe by chance?
What's this young man?
Yeah. It's almost like he slid sideways through the hole. There you go. Here's another look at that. Nowhere to go.
Watch this.
And just, sideways.
And breaks a tackle on top of it. Would you call him a mini brute?
I tell you.
He's a fine young man.
Yeah.
We had fun interviewing him that first night he was out there at Hub City Deli. It was a great night. 2nd and 7. He made nothing into a 3-yard pickup.
Sure did.
Ball on the 19. Mosley in motion. He'll circle and come back. They're going to toss. And here he needs one block. He didn't get that, but he made somebody miss, and he's going to be driven out of bounds. I want to say that was 21, Nick Jones that drove him out of bounds.
Yep.
Let's see where they spot it because, again, I am now having to depend on the monitor.
There's their little pitch play. Had a chance for him right there, but just missed him and then just leaned forward for an extra 2 or 3. There's a penalty on the play, blocking the back against Jackson Christian.
Wow, that's their second big penalty that hurts.
Yes, it does.
That's going to kind of take the sting out of a nice run.
Yep, it sure does.
That would have been a Wes Harris State Farm first down, but now where it occurred makes it 2nd and about 20, maybe 18.
About 18.
Yeah, let's recount it. 3 receivers to the right. Campbell Scott on a circle route. And Mosley, and that was good concentration.
It sure is, and the young man's still going.
Yeah, and he got a lot of that back. Gage Boykin sharp now. He threw a laser then.
I'll tell you what, if you take a look at this, watch the accuracy that Gage has on delivering this football because it is almost pinpoint. You take a look at it. He just throws it over the top of the state. Just you can't throw it much better than that.
Yeah, the safety really didn't know whether to come up or go with the deep man. Gage threw him a laser, and Mosley with a great effort.
Yep. Gain of about 14.
14.
Yep.
Here's the handoff going straight ahead, but this time everybody on TCA says let's meet at the quarterback.
Yep.
I know Big 79 Bass was there, but there were some kids down at the bottom of that pile.
Yes. Not a whole lot going on that play there. Coach, what do you do here? 4th down and about 3. Do you take your points with your field goal, or do you go for it here?
Well, you can do two things. You say, I'm going to show my kids I have confidence in them, but if you fail, it boosts TCA's momentum.
It will.
You can put your accurate field goal kicker in there, but they're going for it.
They are.
Now let's see if they go no play timeout, though.
They could.
Because they do have one timeout left.
They do.
4th and 3, ball on the 15. They're throwing the football into the corner.
Too high.
Too high, incomplete, and the ball will go over on downs.
Ball intended for, I believe that was Walker. I couldn't see there. Yeah, that was intended for Walker. Then if Walker could have caught it, he would have. So the ball just had sailed on Gage just a little bit.
Yeah, and it'll go over on downs, and you really wanted to put one more. Now you got to keep them from scoring. I'll ask you a question. Now, does Blake Butler and his staff come out with some trickery or some unusual stuff to try to score? Because you are within 15 yards of your goal line, and I will tell you that Hardin County only leads by a safety 9-7 over Milan.
Wow. I think that what TCA would like to do would be to score here. They do get the ball, by the way, to start the second half.
Yes, they do. And that was why it was important to put one more score on. Sprinting out, ball thrown behind, and I tell you what, that's got to be Zach McDonald.
Yeah, that's dangerous right there.
Yes, Zach, I feel for him. He wasn't sure whether to intercept it or just burp the receiver.
There you go. Ball thrown way behind.
Way behind, yep. He did the right thing in tackling. And Chance King followed and hustled.
He did. Stops the clock, though, for TCA. Ball on about the 15, Coach.
Yeah, it's on the 15-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10. Minute 46 to go in the first half of play. Jackson Christian leading 21-0. Playing with a one high safety man coverage. They go back to the handoff. Bending it to the left is Needham, and he's got yardage. He'll have the first down, I believe, tackled by Walker Ray.
I believe he's got the first down, Coach, but he did not get out of bounds, so the clock will start once they reset the chains. Here's another look at it. Just a simple give there, and we bite down on it, and he just bounced it to the outside.
He's doing a good job, and they are staying away from there, either sending 2 or 3 blockers after Tagger Nash, or they try to run outside away from him. And he's still got a couple of guys coming after him.
Yep.
Keep an eye on little matchups and little things like that. Ball on the 26, 1st and 10. Again, Jake Wilson sifting through. Good patient running by him. I know Nash got over there that time along with a couple. Looks like Caleb Newsom was there, and I didn't see who else.
It looks like that's a gain. There's another look at it, Coach. Just a give to Wilson there, and fought off a tackle there. And
see, Nash hit him first. Chance King, yeah. Is anything like Sky King? You're too young to remember. It used to be a TV show in the old black and white days of TV where a guy called Sky King, he flew an airplane and was kind of like a law officer. 2nd and 1, ball on the 35. They fake, and now they're going to pass, flushing the quarterback out, and holy cow, 70 and 75 did a two-man job on the quarterback.
Yeah, and I'm surprised, Coach, that Coach Blake Butler, here's another look at that, is not using his timeouts right now. Pocket just collapsed on him there, and he really didn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah. Chilton Smith and Carson McKee, they let time run out or snap it right at and try one more play? I believe they're going to let time run out. And they do. At the end of one half of play, Jackson Christian 21, TCA nothing. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, and come back with halftime festivities.
Hello, I'm Wes Harris with State Farm Insurance. My customers love the fact that they can call me or my team members anytime. So when they're in an accident on the bypass with somebody that doesn't have insurance, or they come out of the grocery store and somebody's backed into their car and has not left a note, or they come home and there's a tree on the roof, or maybe water pouring out their front door, they call a local agent, somebody that they know. So call me, Wes Harris, with State Farm Insurance, located right here on Van Drive in Jackson.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Wes Harris in Jackson today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
We are back at Ronnie Fowler Stadium. In just a moment, we're going to pick up some of the band. We'll go upstairs and let Caleb pick them up. Wesley, a couple of quick thoughts, and then, of course, we're waiting the arrival of the master stat man, Greg Armour.
That's right. A pretty dominant first half by Jackson Christian, offensively and defensively. TCA with not much offense in the first half. Jackson Christian with quite a bit, but credit Jackson Christian's defense to slowing down at least Goodwin and Jake.
Yeah, they have some. And Waller, the young freshman, like I said, he smoked USJ last week on a catch. I mean, he outrun their secondary, and everybody knows they've got some speed at USJ too.
They do.
So it's a dangerous team. This football game is not over. If we can score 21, they can score 21 also.
That's correct.
So our defense has to rise to the occasion.
And so far they've done a good job of doing so.
And now down at Hardin County with the score 9-7 Hardin County, it is 1st and 10 with the ball on the mile and 11. That's Hardin County's got the football threatening to score. We'll try to get you some more scores.
Yep. Let's see if we can what we can find here.
They've been a little slow coming in tonight.
Mine are too, Coach.
Well, normally my boys are working overtime, but I'm going to have to cut their pay if they don't do better.
That's right.
And
let's see.
Again, this is one of the great little bands around.
Yeah, they do a really nice job of performing.
USJ's only up 21-14 on St. George's in the second quarter.
That's surprising.
And last night, I believe Summertown upset Lewis County. I've got to double-check that score.
Wow. The feel-good story from the state is Waverly, Tennessee, and they're up on Cheatham County right now 7-0 in the second quarter.
Well, that's really a feel-good one. I feel for those kids. They're giving it at all. Plus, I like for Cheatham County to get beat.
Henry County over Clarksville, 14-12 in the second quarter. Lexington and Crockett tied at 14.
And a lot of games are not reporting for some reason tonight.
Haywood County over Covington right now, 13-0. That game is in the second.
USJ was ahead 21-14 is what they just sent me. St. George's. Yep. 21-14 is what they just sent.
Riverside over Humboldt right now, 28-0. That game is in the second quarter. Wow. Huntington 21, Peabody 14 in second quarter.
Wow. That could be a shocker for 44 straight wins in the top 5 streaks in the nation.
Yes.
Let's go upstairs till Greg Armour gets here and pick up some of the finest little band in America.
Way back, once upon a time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. Now I had a terrible sneezing cold, and I ran out of sugar. I walked down the street to my neighbor's house for a cup of sugar. His whole house was made of straw. Can you believe it? So, of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. And here came a big sneeze. I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed a great sneeze, and the whole house came in.
And we are back with our favorite halftime guest. Greg Armour is here with the official stats. Now, Greg, we've got a 21-0 lead. We've played impressively, both offensively and defensively, and I'm still worried to death.
Yes, we have, Joe. We have played good in the first half. We just got to keep that momentum going. All righty, for Jackson Christian in the passing department, we attempted 8, completed 6 for 122 yards. Jay Mosley had one of those throws for 44 yards.
Yes, it was. Wasn't that great?
That was a great.
Well, he claims he could be a quarterback if he needed to be.
In the receiving department, Coop Cantrell has 3 catches for 72 yards. Walker Ray has 1 for 30. Jalen Mosley has 1 for 14. In the rushing department, we rushed 19 times for 122 yards. Cam Boyd had 5 for 42. Campbell Scott had 6 for 35. Cooper Banky had 3 for 19. Jay Mosley had 1 for 10. And Gage Borkin had 2 for 11. We had 9 first downs and 1 penalty for 10 yards. We did not punt.
Did not punt. Now, let me get that rushing total team yardage. 19 for what?
122.
That's a nice number.
Already for TCA, the passing department, they attempted 6, completed 3 for 33 yards. In the rushing department, they rushed 13 times for 33 yards. Number 7, which is Wilson, had 3 carries for 3 yards. Needham Goodwin had 8 carries for 36 yards. They had 3 first downs. They punted the ball twice, and they had 1 penalty for 5 yards.
And penalties, we've had 2 what I call it inopportune times. One, we didn't let it hurt us much, but that last one probably cost us, because I sure would feel a lot more comfortable at 28-0.
Yep.
Greg, you got to practice with them all week, and it's too late, and the TCA can't listen to us. If we got some more wrinkles up our sleeve if we need them in the second half.
Well, you know,
offensively we made just slight changes and look good doing that.
The coaching staff always has something up their sleeve, but you never can tell. We've got an excellent coaching staff. Coach Palmer does a great job with his coaching staff. You know, we just got to keep blocking and keep tackling in the second half.
It's a good game plan, and, you know, I like one thing. Most coaches want to receive the football. Darby wants to take it and let his offense do its thing, and, of course, Coach Phillips, Coach Reichard, Coach Bullard, I could go on down there. You help. Chuck Ray helps. Todd Lumley helps. Everybody pitches in at Jackson Christian.
That's correct. Everybody has a job to do.
What's a key stat we need to keep an eye on for in the second half?
Well, we just need, I just think we just need to keep rushing the ball. That stat 122 yards, is a good stat for the first half. So if we can continue that momentum.
Absolutely. Let me go over this and make sure I'm right. Our scoring went like this in the first quarter at the 10:40 mark. Campbell Scott rumbled 19 yards for a touchdown over the right side of his offensive line.
Correct.
Obviously, Cisco has not missed tonight, so we won't go in at 7-0. With 6:27 to go in the first quarter, a 30-yard touchdown pass to Walker Ray from Gage Boykin, 14-0. It was officially 30, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Okay. And then at the 10:31 mark, a 1-yard plunge by Campbell Scott to make that score 21-0.
That's correct.
What do you look for in the second half, Greg?
We just got to keep our heads in the game and just keep doing what we do in practice every week and just keep this momentum going.
We must lock up on Goodwin and on
Wilson
because they can break a tackle. I still have nightmares about that run that Jake made. It was almost right up the center of the line, and he broke some tackles, and then if he gets loose, he's like he's shot out of a shotgun.
That's correct. Yes, it is.
And anything else we should look for in the second half?
No, not to my knowledge. I think we just have to keep our eye on their secondary, limit their passing ability.
That's right. We've held them to 33 yards rushing. That is a good thing. And, again, how many first downs did we have?
We had 9 first downs to their 3.
Okay, we've got 9 to 3. I missed one somewhere, but that's okay. That's a West Harris State Farm first down who helps bring you this contest. Greg, your final thought, and then we're going to take a 3-minute timeout.
We just need to keep the momentum going, Coach, and just do what we are coached to do.
And you just heard it from the master stat man, the man that changed his clothes in a phone booth. He's able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. And no, we don't say up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, we just say super stat man, Greg Armour.
Thank you, Joe.
Greg, thank you. We'll be back after a 3-minute timeout on the Jackson Christian Worthy Road Studio Football Network.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Welcome to Mann's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
We are a team composed of highly skilled physical therapists with new school treatment approaches and old school customer service principles. We are a community presence because we know our foundation rests in relationship building and involvement. We are leaders in this industry, and we're putting in time daily to develop that aspect of thinking. We're more than a business. We're a team composed of individuals governed by a set of core values. We're more than a physical therapy clinic. We're a movement in the profession. We are your premier physical therapy team in West Tennessee.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Just imagine, no more drills. Look at some of Dr. Nathan Nash's patient results. We provide a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to a full dental reconstruction. And now, prepless veneers. We're there when you need us. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family just like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook to see all those loving smiles. Call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry, we want to make you smile.
Back with approximately 3.5 minutes left in halftime. You're listening and watching Jackson Christian School football. You can also listen to it on radio on 93.1. We're going to give you some exciting scores, I guess, and for some people, they may want to jump off a cliff or something. But here's Wesley Freeman with all the scores you want to know about.
Second quarter action, Jackson Southside 7, Northside 7.
Well, White Knuckler there.
White Knuckler there. Riverside's over Humboldt 35-0. Haywood is increased their lead over Covington. That game is at the half, 20-0. Coach, the shocker of the night, Trenton Peabody 14, Huntington 29.
Yes, I'm serious. Folks, don't jump off the cliffs yet.
Yeah, that's right. That is
one of the top
surprising.
5 winning streaks in the nation, 44, I believe,
That's
on
correct.
the line.
Mm-hmm. Lexington has increased their lead 21-14 over Crockett County. Henry County's up on Clarksville 21-12. Let's see what else I can find. McKenzie Big over Sequatchie County 28-0. Let's see. You got a score on the Milan Hardin County game?
I am waiting for update. The last update came in. They were up 9-7. It was 3rd and 9 from the Milan 10 for Hardin County, and I have not gotten the update on that one.
At the half, Bolivar 7, Chester County 7.
That is surprising right there.
That is surprising.
Because after Bolivar's game with Covington the other night, now Chester County may have some injuries because, they were scoring like crazy at one time, and they haven't scored much in the last 3 ball games.
They sure haven't. And I think that that win by Southside over Chester County may have really woken up Southside.
May have. Southside playing well, and we may be getting an answer on that Hardin County. No, they turned it over on downs.
Wow. That is unbelievable.
So Milan has the football, and I'm sure it's late in the second quarter.
Yep, almost has to be there. Coach, you got an update on the USJ score?
The last one I had was, 21-14.
Yep, okay.
Milan has the ball now on the Hardin County 24 with 4 seconds left in that first half of play.
And, of course, the game here, 21-0 Jackson Christian over TCA. So USJ holding serve there up on St. George there. And
well, that game at Hardin County is going to end 9-7 as Hardin County came up with a big sack on the last play of the half.
Okay, so that game goes to the half, 9-7 Hardin County.
And I am now being corrected. It's coming in late because I'm kind of on a ticker situation with help from our good friend Bud Young. He's actually in Virginia, but helping get scores here. Well, he's a nuclear engineer.
Yeah.
And Bud, we thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Hardin County 15, Milan 7 at the half.
There you go. Okay. So got a little breathing room there for Hardin County.
Yeah, I'm sure Hardin County went for 2 after they scored that next touchdown and must have not made it because that would have made it 17-7. That's a lot better breathing room.
That's right.
Here it's 21-0 Jackson Christian School. And have you found anything else? The Crockett County score, even though Lexington went up, Coach Ward's got them playing pretty good over there against Lexington.
Possibly a opponent down down the road would be Middle Tennessee Christian, maybe, Coach.
Yeah, they were behind a while ago
they're up on Wayne County now, 19-6.
19-6, and seems like Nashville Christian was up on their opponent.
That's the one I'm trying to find.
And they're a potential opponent themselves.
Right. Yep.
More stuff coming in on my phone. Let's see if we can pick some of that up. And you gave the Henry County score a while ago.
Yeah, 21-12, I believe, is what that one was.
Riverside beating the stuffing out of Humboldt.
They are, which doesn't surprise me. Riverside a good football team this year.
Yeah, O'Brien County up on Dresden, 13-7.
Yeah.
Now for those 4A teams like Hardin County and Lexington, potential opponent down the road, Springfield is up 13-7 over Portland at halftime.
Yep. And let's see what else we can wander up here.
And we're trying to get some scores also from Division II.
Henry County, update on that one, 24-18 over Clarksville. That game is at the half now. Lexington still 21-14 over Crockett County.
Score of interest because Brian Stewart used to coach here, Briarcrest 21-0 over St. Benedict.
Wow.
Tell you what we need to do. We need to take a 1-minute timeout on the Jackson Christian Worthy Road Studio Football Network, and we'll come back with second half action.
Hello, I'm Wes Harris with State Farm Insurance. My customers love the fact that they can call me or my team members anytime. So when they're in an accident on the bypass with somebody that doesn't have insurance, or they come out of the grocery store and somebody's backed into their car and has not left a note, or they come home and there's a tree on the roof, or maybe water pouring out their front door, they call a local agent, somebody that they know. So call me, Wes Harris, with State Farm Insurance, located right here on Van Drive in Jackson.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
We are back. TCA has already taken the field, their kickoff team, and I do have a score, Wesley. Moose Henry, listening to us in Kingsport, wants to know about his beloved Bennett Indians. They're up 14-3 in the fourth quarter over Jackson, Tennessee's man, Joe Gaddis, who used to play football at Old Jackson High, is their head coach. And, of course, here it's 21-0.
Wasn't Coach Gaddis at Henry County for a little while?
He was at Henry County. He also had a year at Peabody.
Yep.
Peabody trailing, we'll remind you about that.
29-14 over Huntington.
And that's right. Don't forget Mitchell's Body Shop brings you the replays. Lonnie Cobb's Auto, Kimberly Evans, Hickman Realty, Great American Sports, Southern Family Dentistry. Nathan Nash played right here on this field. Yes, Gary Deaton's Carpet One. Snookums, and Susan and I our plans are to be at Snookums. Here's Cisco putting the foot in it.
Going to come down to number 21. Is that Nick
I think
Jones?
That's Nick Jones. Nick gets a nice return out of it. He gets an extra nice, and had he not just stepped on the line and somebody was reaching after him, that is what you worry about.
That is exactly what you worry about.
We didn't stay in our lanes. We weren't disciplined on this kickoff coverage.
Nope, we were not. And that ball is going to be spotted at the 46-yard line.
A stop and then a great return gives TCA some momentum.
Yep, coming out of the half there.
TCA is going to bring John Mark Willard to this side with a slot over here. There's an H-back who is usually Keltner in the backfield. Butler, your quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And he hands off. They go straight ahead, dancing for not much. And then there's a rugby scrum, maybe a yard if the spot.
They're going to spot it. That's going to be no gain on that, Coach.
No gain. They're going to push him back. I see Nash, but there was a bunch of other numbers.
Yeah,
Chance King's walking away from it. And I want to say that Tilton Smith and probably McKee walking away from it too.
There's another look at that replay there, and
Caleb giving a little help on the backside, just moving it backwards.
Yeah, they just clogged that hole. Jackson Christian did a good job. Yeah, officially no gain there.
Willard and Todd come to the right. There will be one receiver, which probably is Waller to the left. A quick toss out here, and it'll be a forward pass. It'll be incomplete, so don't worry about the fumble.
That's correct.
Wesley, I was watching some other things because they had actually stepped up and had 2 wing backs, and which is a little different than their formation. Brings up 3rd and 10, but how was the coverage that time?
The coverage good there. We had this safety valve. I say safety valve. That was his primary receiver. That's where he wanted to go with the football the entire time, but it was covered well. We had good coverage down here on the bottom.
Stack formation to the right. They're going to sprint right. They've got a man in the short zone. Keltner stumbles, but the ball almost intercepted. And Zach McDonald, great effort by him. The only thing he's upset with is himself. He thought he had it.
Gary, can we get another look at that there? I want you to look at this effort by Zach because he almost pulls off a one-handed interception here.
No, he did well, though.
Yes, he did. Here's another look at it. And just roll the quarterback to the right. And if you see here, almost a one-handed catch by Zach.
And, again, they're in short punt, so you really don't know. You have to play it honest.
Yes, you do.
And, again, Caleb Newsom and the big man nearly get one, but a great punt, and they're going to down it down around the 6 or 7 yard line of Jackson Christian.
That sucker checked up like a golf ball on a golf green there, Coach.
On my best days, I might get 1 out of 100 iron shots to land like that.
Yep.
Now, I bet you can do that.
It's easier said than done, as we all know. Golf is a fun game, but can be a little frustrating at times.
Absolutely. And again, I'm reminded that's what the ding was about. Is Dobbins-Bennett's up, moves 14-3. Say hello to Stephen Hamilton out in Arizona, who's listening to this. Now they've tightened up a little bit on defense. They're playing 1 high safety though.
Yep.
Here comes the running play to the left side of the line. It'll get about 3 tough yards.
Yeah, and just need to get that thing out of the shadows of our own end zone there.
Need to put a couple of first downs together.
I gave him about 3 on that. Well, yeah.
Boyd's got 45 yards, I believe, running now with the football. They gave him 4, so it's 2nd and 6, ball on the 11. Slot to the right, and this time quarterback Gage Boykin, and he looked like man of war coming out of there. Now, coming out of the starting blocks, Gage Boykin just became a sprinter.
Yeah, he did.
And that is officially the 10th West Harris State Farm first down.
Here's another look at it, Coach. He just he sees the hole immediately and just boom, there he goes. And he was not even touched till he got to the next level. Good job by Gage there to get another first down for the Eagles, get them a little breathing room.
You know he's got 25 yards on 3 carries.
Well, there you go.
1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 26-yard line. Send a man in motion to the left. He'll be handed off to. That's Banky.
That's a face mask, too. They got it.
And there comes the man with the plan. You can trust your car to the man that wears the striped shirt.
That's right. If you get another look at that on the replay, you'll see that's going to be, if I had to guess, that's going to be the 15th. No.
Oh, they got a hole.
Watch this face mask right here.
Yeah, I thought I saw one too.
And on the give there, and this is relatively obvious. Now he got him around the shoulder pad. Okay.
I still think that's a horse collar.
Yeah.
Okay, we missed that one, but it looked that way.
Yep.
And another inopportune penalty.
It sure is, and that puts Jackson Christian behind the sticks.
1st and 20. That's what it looks like, maybe 18.
Maybe 18 now. They're going to call it 1st and 19. That's close enough.
It's somewhere in that general. It won't cost you $5 for the cab ride, but it's at least $2.50. Well, I don't know. With gas going up, it may be higher than that.
It may be.
2 receivers to the right of the formation. There's a big split in the A gap. We block down inside, get their nose man, and we try to block it. And block was okay, but Walker Ray made a lot of that on his own.
He sure did.
And he got part of that back.
Yeah, just a little quick – here's another look at that little quick screen pass to the right. And Walker just splits the 2 defenders and gets a lot of that on his own there. Good job by Walker to pick up the majority of the penalty back.
Brings up 2nd and 12. Ball's on the 24. Here's the pitch, needing a block, and somebody didn't block, but still getting yardage and dragging people forward to the 37. And now the official needs to do a little preventative officiating.
Yep.
About 5 yards down the field, you say, gentlemen, we're here to play football.
That's correct. And move the chains again, Coach. Here's
Yep.
another look at that. Just a little pitch play from Gage, and Mosley's off. And, yeah, they need to blow the whistle there and get that play stopped. That way we don't get anybody hurt.
Absolutely. Mosley 2 carries, and he's had good yardage, and one of them was held back a little bit. It's Wes Harris, State Farm, first down on the 39-yard line. Mosley's in motion. Here's the crossing action or counter play. There'll be another hold in there.
Yep.
I think. Now, somehow the hands must be getting away from the jerseys and stuff, and you can hold as long as you don't get outside the arm boundary.
Let's check it out, see if we can pick up where it happened there. Oh, I don't know about that.
I bet they called it because his arms are out like this.
Maybe so, but come on.
But if I'm the Jackson Christian coaching staff, I'm probably saying something about that.
Oh, I know I would be, because that was definitely not holding.
1st and 17. This drive will actually be over 100 yards. You can't count it that way if we were to score.
Right.
And because it was 7 yards, it'd be a 93 officially. This one, TCA well defensed.
Yep, nothing doing there. On the tackle there is Ben Davis.
Absolutely. Ben had good position, didn't let the man get outside, kept his right arm free, and then fell back inside with the help of his teammates.
Give him a gain of about 2 on that.
Tough gain right there, gain of 2.
About 2nd and 15 is what we're seeing here.
Here's the pitch to Mosley. He takes it up inside, and I think his way was outside. He may get a tough yard out of it.
Yeah, maybe 2. Let's just see where they spot this.
Campbell Scott comes out, and with it 3rd and either a short 15 or a long 14.
Yeah, there's another look at it.
Now, let's check it and see if there's you dip in and then bounce it outside.
Yeah, he should have bounced it right there, and he'd have been down the sideline for a pretty good little gainer there.
But it's easier for us to see those things up here. 3rd and 14, a possession down. Ball on the 36 of Jackson Christian. Sprinting to his left, looking down the field. He's got a receiver. That's Banky. Wide open at the 38. Banky is across the 30 down to about, the 27, 28-yard line. About 36 yards on that one.
36 is what I got too, Coach.
And Banky proving his worth.
See if we get another look at that there. It's just Gage rolling across his body, and it's another really well-thrown ball, and just a good concentration to catch that ball first and foremost before he took off with it by Banky.
Let me tell you something. Jalen Mosley drew a crowd then.
Yeah.
2 receivers to the right. Mosley by himself. Up the middle goes Boykin, a shorter gain, but he did gain positive yardage. He'll get across to the 25.
It's going to be about 3, maybe 4 on that, Coach.
It'll depend on the spot. And
Jackson Christian's coaching staff is seeing something here, because if they're leaving that spot open for Gage to run through and pick up about 4 or 5 every play, they're going to do that quite often. I don't think Gage has ran quite this much this year.
No, he usually 3 carries is most, and he's past that.
Yeah. But, yeah,
Gage known for his throwing.
Yep.
And he is deceptively quick.
Correct.
Now check the situation out. Banky is to the right in a slot. There's 2 men in the backfield. Boyd gives a chip block, but now look at the strong arm. He's just going to throw it out of the end zone.
Yeah.
But he almost completed. Gage Boykin is a strong young man.
Coach, he was on about the 30-yard line running to his right and just flipped it and threw it out of the end zone, which is another 10 yards, about 40 yards, and it just flipped it off his wrist.
And it brings up a 3rd and 7.
Yeah.
Now, we run a spread offense, and most of the time Carrier's an H-back lately. love to see somebody drug across just underneath the linebackers when they drop. Now, this outside guy is coming. He's offsides.
And they got him.
And that was a good job of drawing him off, too.
It was.
You know, when the quarterback takes that step back to search his coach, he thought he was dropping back to pass.
Yeah.
And that makes it a more manageable 3rd
Sure
and 2
does.
is probably what it's going to be.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. Makes it, like I said, a lot more manageable, easier. Got more plays that you can run in 3rd and 2 than as opposed to 3rd and 7.
Yeah, we've run a lot of time off the clock.
We sure have.
5:39.
We got him again.
Wow. I thought they should have called that. Now of course, we're at an angle now.
We are.
Gage Boykin and the team has their signal. It's 3rd and 2. This is 4-down territory. Here's Boyd. He ran by one man in the backfield. He's got the West Harris State Farm first down and a lot more.
Down to about the 4.
That's around 15-yard pickup, which would put him up around 60 yards.
Here's another look at that. Good blocking right there by the offensive line. He just squirts through there and, again, gets a lot of it on his own after the initial hit.
And, of course, for us, 72, Dalton DeLoach turned a man outside, too. Great job by him. Here's a pulling guard. Here's Boyd. Boyd smells touchdown.
Ooh, it's awfully close.
What do we have? Touchdown. Cam Boyd in Jackson Christian, 5 yards out.
Yep.
And that is a big score right there.
Big time score there. I don't know why the clock's still running, but
I don't know. They
here's
need
another
to cut
look
it
at.
off.
Here's another look at that. Do a good job there of sealing off a block, and good job by Cam of following his blocks into the end zone there.
Now, I got that touchdown officially being scored with Zach Cisco on to kick the extra point. Raise snap. The hole looks good, and the officials look at each other. But, folks, if the goalposts disappear, it's good.
It's good.
28-0, the Eagles lead the TCA Lions. Let's take a 30-second timeout on the Jackson Christian Worthy Road Studios Network.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
We are back with the Eagles leading 28-0, and I'm sure that Jake Wilson will be back, Nick Jones, and then maybe we'll pick up on the other receiver. He's where I cannot see his jersey.
Yep. Looks like number 16, and that is, I think that's Josh.
That's
Joshua
Todd, isn't it?
Todd,
Yeah. And Nick Jones had a great return the last time.
He
Let's
did.
see what we do if we kick away from him or –
nope.
It's high up in the air coming down about the 5. That'll be Jake Wilson. He'll start up the middle, and then he'll bounce it outside to the right side. And I'm going to tell you what, he has broken a tackle, and he's still going. He runs hard, and he's across the 50. A great return.
About 47 yards.
Now, I'm going to be critical. A very poor job of tackling.
Yep.
Jake was inspired. He ran hard. He hit people. And but like I said, a very poor job of locking up on the tackles.
Yeah, well, we got a flag on the field. That's about the 25
That
yard
could bring
line.
it back a little bit, but
Let's see what we got. Got a hold.
a hold.
Yep, against TCA.
Wesley, you still got to lock up and tackle
Yeah,
better
you
than
do.
we did.
So that negates a nice return for Jake there, 47, getting the ball back to, I think that's going to be put them on about the 10-yard line.
And they found a honey hole returning the
No,
football
okay.
to their sideline.
They sure have. About the 5th. Yeah, on the 15. Okay.
And, of course, now the scores we've reported to you, but just now scores stream is just now reporting our score.
Mm.
And I get tickled at these guys.
Yep.
We'll try to pick up with some more scores. Here's a handoff straight ahead to Goodwin. Goodwin stacked up.
Yep.
I know it looks like, is that Bennett in there on that one?
Not a whole lot of places to go there.
No, the big man, I thought Chilton Smith may have also been in there.
Yep. There's another look at it.
Good linebacker support. Watch them step up.
Chance coming up in there as well.
Yep.
Score of interest for you, Coach. South Gibson 14, Lausanne 14.
That is interesting. You know, they're well coached. Scott Stidham does a great job, but as far as physical bodies and on paper, Lausanne's supposed to be better.
Southside, Northside still locked at 7 at the half.
We may have to check with Jimmy Butler. I got a feeling their scores aren't coming in very good. Now we're dropping awfully quick, and they've got to look in. And if it wasn't overthrown a little bit to Todd, it was wide open.
It was that.
And I don't know whether we had our linebackers coming, and because I smelled a pass and I started watching the secondary, but that play is open, and that's that seam that, remember, early in the season we were hurting on the little look-in.
Yep, that one right there gave us some fits.
Haywood, you got to get a linebacker out into that.
Haywood's still holding a 20-0 lead over Covington.
I wished I could get hold of Greg Van Story, except for he's doing the play-by-play of that game. So it'd be kind of tough. Brings up a 3rd and 9.
Uh-oh, a jailbreak screen here.
Yep, and they're going to get some yardage off of it. They get the first down, and Needham Goodwin thought he could have had more.
Yep, just tripped up there at the end to prevent a much longer gain there. And here's another look at that. This is where the linemen are instructed to let everybody go. And then it's just a –
Attacker Nash giving chase there.
He's the one that made the tackle.
And he made the tackle.
Yep.
And that's a long run for a linebacker, too.
It sure is.
Okay, it's 1st and 10 on their own 29 for the Lions.
This is almost an empty set here.
It's fairly close because he's going to run the circle route here and get a blocker out in front. And, again, this is the play that Waller took to the house, but this time it doesn't go quite as far.
We got a flag on the field, too. That's going to be a hold, I do believe. Let's see what we get. Yep.
Another hold, so that will back them up, and that will erase that play. Or did the hold come?
It's from the spot. There's another look at it. Yeah, you can see he just almost pulled the guy out of it. Yeah, had a big old hold of his jersey there.
Down to 3:10 in the 3rd quarter, 28-0 lead. Mosley, your one high safety.
Yep.
You got Nash and King at the inside linebackers. I think that King usually plays the Sam linebacker. Caleb Newsom is the dog linebacker, and those 3 down linemen don't get enough credit. They've done a good job. Wyatt Jones over here on this other outside linebacker. He's going to be in pass coverage, and they try again. And I'm going to tell you what, McDonald almost got him one, and then they got it completed barely, and a good catch and run.
Yep.
It'll be close to a 1st down.
Yeah, that's close.
They got the yardage back. It should be 2nd and 4.
Here's
and
another look at that one, Coach.
That was Needham Goodwin catching that ball, wasn't it?
No, I believe Wallace. Braden.
It was Waller. Okay. He does that so well. Remember, folks, he's just a freshman.
That's right.
So 2nd and less than 1.
They're gonna call it 1st down.
Okay.
All right.
It's their 5th 1st down of the night. Keeps their drive alive. They being the TCA Lions. And, again, I want to thank Dexter Williams for helping out, the great basketball coach, but he's also the athletic director over there getting us a roster, and we appreciate it, Dexter. Here's straight ahead, coming in the B gap, actually ran it half hole wider.
Yep. It's just good job by Jackson Christian to fit those openings there and not allow
pick
much
up
of a
what,
gain.
about 2?
Yeah.
Now you can have those 2-yard gains and it not bother you.
No, it's going to be about where they spotted it. It's going to be about 3.
Wow, 3. The spots tonight haven't drawn my favor.
No,
on both sides.
That's right, and it is on both sides, like
Yep.
you're saying. I mean.
Okay, we've got one-on-one coverage out here with the slot, one receiver to the – now there is a wing back or an H-back if you prefer that terminology.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 3 linebackers inside right now. They're going to crank the javelin up and throw it. And, again, another good catch by Waller.
Yep. Wow.
A good throw by Butler.
10, 20, 30.
Walker Ray on the coverage.
There's another look at it. Just steps back and lets it fly, and good concentration there.
6 first down. He threw it where really only
His man
Waller
could
had a
catch.
chance to catch it.
Yeah, that's a gain of about 29 on that one, Coach.
Minute 14, and now the clock can't run fast enough for Jackson Christian.
That's
that long
right.
drive turned out to be very valuable.
It did.
And even though folks are saying, Coach, they got a 28-point lead, TCA's moving the football.
Yep.
Here's the pitch to Jake Wilson. He'll cut it back up, has a little seam. There's a flag coming down, and a couple of those big guys, along with Tacker Nash, got hold of that one. I see Chilton Smith on the bottom, but I want to say that also Cedric Anderson and Nash were in there popping too. There's a hold. That'll back them up 15, but if they can throw the little screens and stuff.
Yep.
And I'm going to be honest with you, it looks like Butler can throw
There's
the fade
another-
route too.
Another look at that there. See where the hold comes from. Flag was already down, and we just must have missed
it came very early in the play.
Yep.
And there's been no change in the Peabody. We haven't gotten an update on that one.
Mine's still showing it's at halftime.
Yeah, and you know it's out of half.
Oh, yeah.
1st and 21, ball on the Jackson Christian 41. A little delay to the running back, Jake Wilson. He'll pick up some tough yardage. Maybe 4. We'll see where they spot the football. I almost hate to try to say where they're going to spot it now.
Yeah, it's
2nd and 18, 30 seconds left in this half. You can see it count down on your Worthy Road Studios clock on the field.
My score must have been wrong. I had Huntington 39-14, and now it's been corrected 35-14.
Wow, yours just went up. I'll check and see what mine is doing. Score stream, and there's a quick pass out to Waller. He catches it, gains a couple of tough yards.
Yeah, that'll be the quarter.
That will be the quarter. Jackson Christian leads at the end of 3, 28-0. Let's take a timeout on the Jackson Christian and Worthy Road Studios network.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Wes Harris in Jackson today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We are back here where Jackson Christian has a 28-0 lead, but not necessarily safe because TCA has shown the ability here in the second half to move the football.
Yep.
And coaches both sides making adjustments. 12 more minutes of playing time in football. Jackson Christian would like to hold on this one, get the football back, and have another extended drive. And it doesn't mean the game's over, but it sure would go a long way towards ending the game. We're getting some surprising scores, Wesley.
A score of interest, Westview with Ty Simpson, the Alabama commit, 7, Ripley 3. So a lot closer ball game there at the half than probably what people anticipated.
Harrison with the run for Hardin County. They're up 21-7 now.
Putting a little space between them.
Kicker missed, but that's all right. Here is Butler dropping back. He found the seam again and gets down to about the 16-yard line.
And that's Todd again.
And that should be a first down.
And it is. There you go. Take another look at that. And what they're doing, coaches, they're just hooking up in the soft spot there, finding that little crease in that zone and just sitting down in there. And
I'll try to watch the linebacker. I'd like to see the linebackers get a little wider than their normal hook zone, but you know, that's, like I said, those are easy things to see up here, but not always down on the field.
Yep.
And here's the sprint right, a little short pass, safe pass. It goes to Todd. McDonald hit him first, and then 2 guys came to help finish it off.
Yep.
Probably Chance King for one of them.
That was Chance there, and to clean that up a little bit.
And
there.
was that Campbell Scott the other one?
It was. Gain of 2 on that one, Coach. In the third quarter, Jackson Northside 7, Southside 14.
Here comes the replay.
Yep. See a job there. Just
Zach McDonald held him up, and boom.
Yep.
And had some other guys running over to help to make sure they didn't wiggle away. They've done better.
Yep.
Keltner and Todd to the left of the formation. Going to hit quick, and it got a screen. That's that quick screen they run. They bring a back out of the H-back, comes out of the backfield. That one for short gain.
Yeah, that wasn't much of a gain there. Yeah, Coach, third quarter, Southside 14-7 over Northside.
Wow, that one is
There's another look at it.
We'll have the winner of that game on the Saturday Sports Roundup tomorrow. Diamond Dave McCulley will be in there. Here's several men on it. I see Chance King
there on the bottom, doing a good job.
One guy at the bottom, and again,
that's
Nash and one of the linemen ran over there to help in case they were needed.
And I missed that, but we've got a hold on Jackson Christian, or excuse me, on TCA.
No, on TCA. Both teams have had penalties at inopportune times.
Yes, they have.
And they have been major penalties.
They have, and TCA just shooting themselves in the foot on this drive.
And see, they wind and run the clock on this situation, and that's precious time that you need. Now, I will guarantee you there'll either be a pooch kick, an onside kick of some type, if TCA can put one on the board here.
Right.
Butler doing a very good job as a freshman quarterback, throwing the football. But this time I see three guys right there.
And guess who gets up off the bottom of it?
You got two of the linemen out there. You got 70, 58, and 75. And, of course, 58's tackler Nash, as we call him.
Another look at that. That's again, one of those jailbreak screens. And Tacker read it beautifully there and just stayed on Goodwin there. And actually, he may have maybe only got about a yard, maybe two.
Then Carson McKee and Chilton Smith came to finish it off with Tacker. Sending the man in motion. That's Todd. They're going to sprint right. They'll go short, and he's got yardage. He gets away from one man, and again, we are just getting hands on it, and we're not getting good lock on it, so it should be another first down.
No, that they were.
Oh, that's right.
The
they had to go deeper.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I am sorry. I'm looking off of our screen. I could not see the other marker.
Yeah, you're kind of hooked by this concrete wall.
Yeah, the concrete wall's got me completely blocked off.
Yep, it's fourth down and about 7.
Okay, but that is, I believe, the 12th pass out of 17 that young Butler has completed. I know his dad's got to be proud, but his dad wants the win.
Yeah, and he's just a freshman as well.
Cade Butler sprinting right, got a receiver out there, but he's going to be tackled, a two-man jailbreak there by Wyatt Jones and Tacker Nash.
Yep. That was not going anywhere from the jump, and looking across, here's another look at it.
They had a defensive jailbreak.
Yeah, they did.
Wyatt turns him in, and that one hurt me.
Yeah.
And then Walker Ray comes to put a little icing on the cake. And the good thing is Walker, excited, looked at his sideline. That's the right way to do it.
That's exactly right. And Coach Butler was looking across the way there on that particular pass play after it was over with, and he was none too happy about that decision there.
Well, I think the young freshman I think he's acquitted himself well.
He sure has.
Cade Butler. Now Jackson Christian wants to go 90 yards, and about 4 first downs might eat so much time up, it's no way. They're looking for the fumble now, if they can get it, and a great job by number 60 there.
Yeah.
And that's Michael Palmer with a tackle there.
Did a good job to because here's another look at that. If number 60 right there, if he doesn't he fights off his block well. If he doesn't get him right there, that's
Did you see the angle we had to have? Mm-hmm. You got to actually take a little rounded step, and I call it cup blocking.
That's right.
Is that what Jerry called it?
Yep.
Well, we came from the same school of thought. Here's Gage Boykin again.
Hey, I'll tell you.
Running the football, and Gage getting a little help from his lineman.
Well, I'll tell you, and kudos to Jackson Christian's coaches for seeing a little bit of something, because that's going to give Jackson Christian another first down.
And another Wes Harris State Farm first down. And the man of war himself, Gage Boykin, I've got him unofficially with about 34 yards.
Here's another look at it. See, they're seeing something that I don't know exactly what they're seeing, but
I'm wondering if the two tackles here, instead of going straight into the A-gap, are veering out a little bit, and they're depending on the middle linebacker. Of course, they change it. They don't do the same thing every time.
No.
Here comes the cornerback, and he did play it well, and we missed the block big time.
Yep. Looks like that's Keltner on the bottom along with, is that Todd?
Todd. Yep. Well, no, it's not Todd. It's number 10.
Number 10.
Number 10 is Ben Davis.
Ben Davis. And there's another look at it
Watch Davis play off his block and fall back inside.
Yep.
That
nice
time
job.
well played by them.
It was.
Keltner, a pretty fair linebacker in his own right. Pretty good basketball player.
Yes, he is.
2nd and 11. Ball is on our own 21 with 7:40 and the clock is running. Time is our ally.
That is correct.
We are heavily strong to the left side of the formation.
Wow, looky here.
Look at this. He'll get caught, but I'm going to tell you what, Campbell Scott is as tough as they come.
Yeah. That should have been a minimal game at best, and he just broke through a tackle, and off he went. Here's another look at that. So got him hemmed up right here.
Boy, look at Campbell Scott go 22 yards on that run, too.
Yep, and another Jackson Christian first down.
I've got him unofficially with 59 yards. Seems like he's got more than that.
It sure does.
1st and 10. It's a West Harris State Farm 1st and 10. Tight. Here comes Scott again. He gets turned upfield across the 50, the 45, and he is pulled down from behind. The initial tackle was again by Palmer with some help. But you know what? That's enough for West Harris State Farm first down. I've got that as the 13th one unofficially tonight.
There's another look at it. Good job by cutting that ball up there, and it's like a gain of about 14 on that one, Coach.
Good job by him, and he's into the 70-yard area. We're good 1-2 punch with he and Cam Boyd. Cam back in there.
1, 2, 3 if you count Mosley back there.
If you count Mosley, of course, he's a wideout too,
now.
and he does a little bit of everything.
And they're going to him right now.
They are, and it's going to be a jump ball.
Oh, and he almost won that.
He almost won it, but he played a little defensive back ball, a little short, and that time Todd had good position. He had the inside.
Yeah.
And the good thing about Jalen playing defensive back is he knows how to break up a pass.
And that's exactly what he had to do there for the most part. But he almost caught it.
Yep. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. The ball is on the TCA 43. It's closer to the right hash mark, wide side of the field to TCA or the left side. Walker Ray will go to that side. Now they'll put Carrier as a tight end. The true flanker who is going in motion is Mosley. And they fake the pitch and give to Boyd. Boyd's got a first down and more. And now the little man, with a little help from one of his big linemen, gets another yard out of it. Should be a first down, a State Farm first down by West Harris.
Gain of 12 on that.
And the little man has 70 yards. They have more than that.
Just a good job of Cam there by just fighting through there. Got a little help there at the end for another maybe yard.
And if you wonder why Cam has pink arm pads on, this is supposed to be a pink out night. And people should know about those. They have them everywhere, but it's good to support people and support organizations.
That's right.
1st and 10 on the 32 here in the fourth quarter for the Eagles with 6 minutes left to go in this contest. Boykin hands it off. Here comes Cam Boyd, shot out of a cannon, dancing over the 20 down to about the 18-yard line for a pickup of 14. And you know what that means? A West Harris State Farm first down.
And it keeps that clock moving too, Coach.
Yes, it does.
There's another look at it. Good kick-out block there, and good job of Cam of seeing, have a good vision there, and up to about the 18-yard line.
Absolutely. Don't forget about Dynamics, who does the training here, but they can help you in many ways. Race Clips out south of town. What a great job they do. Man's Wrecker Service.
Yep.
Here's the snap. Boykin handles it. It's Banky cutting it back, getting good yardage. Banky doesn't want to go down across the 10 down to about the 8 maybe.
Yep.
Should be another West Harris State Farm first down.
Gain of about 11 on that.
And I've got 16 West Harris State Farm first down.
Another look at it there. And Cooper just does a good job, a little shifty run there, and gets it down to about the 6, about the They're putting it on the 9.
It'll be first and goal on the 9. Don't forget about Snookums. Go down there and get some great food. Gary Deaton's Carpet won some of the best deals. Southern Family Dentistry and Great American Sports, along with Kimberly Evans with Hickman Realty. Here we go, a little crossing play. Campbell Scott makes one man miss, and he's not going to score, but it still turned into a nifty run.
Yeah, a little misdirection play there. That's something new that Jackson Christian's put in this week, where they faked the initial pitch that we normally run, and then here's another look at it.
Well, watch them cross off of it. It's a form of a crossbuck play.
It is. We used to call that out of the T formation the 67, T67.
We used to say 67 crossbuck.
Yep.
And folks, don't worry about our numbering stuff. We're old guys. He's the young guy, but Coach Hayes played about the same time I did, and also coached with him some. Here's just a nice straight jet sweep handoff. And angling for the goal line in the blue. What does the blue have? Touchdown, Jackson Christian.
Coach, that's a big score coming with 4 minutes left on this. And here's another look at it there. He just, had a chance at him there, and what did he do? He just outran the guy to the pylon. Good job there.
Absolutely, a great job there. Cisco on for the extra point. Now, correct me, that was Banky, right?
That was.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I was right because, again, the angles, I think I'm going to bring my chisel and angle me a couple of holes to see. That one has to be good. I'm not going to wait for the officials. It is good. It's 35-0 and 4:01 left. Nothing's over till it's over, as Yogi Berra said, but
the fat lady's warming up.
Yeah, she's warming up big time to sing the opera. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back on Worthy Roads and Jackson Christian's Network.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Good drive by Jackson Christian. They took that one 90 yards. Yep. They've had, I don't have them all down here, but they've gone 58, 69, and 90 yards on 3 of those drives. Wes, quick thought before we have this kickoff.
Well, it's just been a game of will, and Jackson Christian has more of it right now. Update on Huntington Peabody. Peabody 28, Huntington 41.
Yep, and that's at the end of 3 now.
That's at the end of 3.
We'll keep an eye on that one for you. Nice high kickoff, yes, driving the receiver back, a fumble, but it bounces right back up, and that can destroy your coverage.
It sure could.
But you know what? We did a good job covering. That may be one of our better coverage jobs tonight.
I think it is, and that was number 3, Colby Moore, that took that kickoff.
Yes, that's the reason I started, and I said, that's not the rip. Here goes the flag. Now, I'm guessing unsportsmanlike conduct. I hate to see that on either team. We've had such a nice game, except – some holding calls that hurt both teams. Cool heads win hot ball games.
That's it. So what we got? Dead ball.
Dead ball foul, yeah.
Unsportsmanlike.
Yep.
On Jackson Christian.
That'll cost them 15 yards. And when, even though you've got the 35-0 lead, you do not give them that. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this should be running clock.
Yeah, it should be. That puts the ball at about the 39 there.
And we'll have some substitutions we'll try to pick up for Jackson Christian.
Yeah.
And probably we'll have some. But you know what? The young man, Cade Butler, has done a good job at quarterback for them.
He's done a real good job.
See Mosley out as our one high safety. They throw underneath, and it goes in and out of the receiver's hands. So 12-18 for Cade Butler.
And if Chance King would have been a step closer, he would have had an interception.
Absolutely. See, number 6, DJ Traylor, the great basketball player who plays football, is in there at a cornerback spot.
Got
and I see that that Cooper Cantrell is playing the one high safety spot.
Yep. We got 28 down here too. Is that?
I'll get it in a minute. I know that's still Zach McDonald.
Zach,
now.
yeah. Okay.
Jaden Irvin, the junior, is over on the far side playing cornerback. Quick toss out to Waller's side, and he's got another first down and kind of slung down there. And I hate to use the word slung, but that's what Irvin's kind of grabbed a handful of jersey. That's another first down for TCA.
Here's another look at it. And they're going with these safe short passes just because, what that does for a young freshman quarterback is give him some confidence. And even though the game is pretty well out of hand.
There's a lineman, I think that was Corey Bass, who hustled out there. Did you see the good block that Bass had for TCA?
Yep.
We've had some of those too.
Yes.
1st and 10 on the Jackson Christian 44.
A little bit of low snap there.
Yeah, and that time the rush was coming. Newsom was there. Is that Chilton Smith or McKee? I believe.
Yeah.
I think it's Chilton.
Yeah.
Chilton Smith with a really good rush. I see 63 on now. That's Skyland Staten, who's a freshman. He's going to be a big young man.
Yes, he is.
Now, the question is, do we see the 2 freshmen before the night's over? 1:24 with the running clock.
The 2 8th graders?
Yeah, the 8th graders.
That would be good. That'd get them a little playing time in a varsity game.
64 is Witherspoon, and Tristan is 76, but I think some of they'll get the older kids in first.
And rightfully so.
Trips left. Butler in the backfield with one man. He drops straight back, hard rush. Caleb flushes him out. He's going to throw it up there right into that hole in the middle of our defense.
His knee went down.
And his knee went down. And there's Waller is just a freshman for TCA.
Yeah, he's going to be a good one.
A very good one. But it will be the 9th first down of the night with about 45 seconds. Probably 2 snaps are all that's about left.
I'd say so.
Unless, and I don't think Coach Butler's going to use a timeout at this point in time. 3 receivers to the left, still in the spread. Cade Butler's throwing for the end zone. He's got a man, and it is complete.
Yep, I believe
it
that
is complete to what, number 3?
That is
Colby
Jake
Moore.
That's Jake Wilson.
Oh, it is Jake. Okay, I couldn't see the number again. I'm blocked off, and I was guessing.
About 25 yards on that one.
They had pitched a shutout till then, but in the fourth quarter, about 25 yards, 27 yards officially.
Yeah, okay.
Jake Wilson gets the touchdown. It is 35-6. They'll kick the extra point.
Yep.
26 is on John Mark Willard. He's their kicker, and a good one. Nice, easy motion, and his kick is good, and it is 35-7. We'll come back for their kickoff, and we'll take a 30-second timeout on the Jackson Christian Network.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
And we are back. We'll check some scores. Do you put the Good Hands team? I'm talking about the first Good Hands team back in there.
I would.
It might be the safe thing to do. There are some Good Hands people coming out there. Now, Boyd is going to be back instead. Well, Mosley is coming up to be part of the front wall of the Good Hands team. 25.3 seconds. Now, it has gotten under the mark, so the clock doesn't run again.
That's right.
And we'll get you some scores and more. A big win for Jackson Christian coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's going to be the high floater. They take it, fumble it, and
fall on it.
Did Chance fall on it? I believe that was him. And,
yeah,
Chance is also a tight end.
Yep.
And got good hands. I guess that was him over there.
It was, yeah. And pretty good little third baseman, too.
He can do a lot of things.
He sure can.
Pitches a little bit. It'll just be a couple of snaps here. Should end it. Maybe one.
Yeah.
Will end it.
And there we're getting some new jerseys for TCA side as well, which is the right thing to do. Get these young men on both sides a little playing time.
I got a feeling we're fixing to go into victory formation.
I say that you're correct.
Let's see what happens. Cam Boyd will play the safety man back at about the 30, 10 yards back.
And
2 guards are on each side of Gage Boykin.
And folks, the reason why they do that is in case the ball is snapped over the quarterback's head, Cam would be back there to recover it.
Cam would be back there, and the 2 guards keep their quarterback from getting hit, or if it's a side snap.
That's right.
Where it doesn't go straight back,
Yeah.
the clock will run down. There will be no more play. 35-7, Jackson Christian with a big win. One they needed because they want to finish second. USJ has the tiebreaker, obviously.
Yep.
And a big win. We have to travel to Fayette Academy next week, and that one even gets more important.
It sure does, because if you win that game, you're guaranteed a second-place spot and a home playoff game.
The referees were consistent tonight.
They were.
The spots, I gave them a little hard time in those, but they were consistent with the spots both ways. They were what I call the left-footed spot, but a great night for the Eagles. A valiant team because Vales has been starting, but I'm going to tell you what, Vales and Cade Butler, wow. They're going to be a battle for their quarterback job next year. And Waller, of course, we got to see we get to see one of our freshmen every time we play because that's Jalen Mosley. But we've got some other fine freshmen, and guess what? We've got a lot of our kids back next year.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Wesley, a couple of quick thoughts. We'll take a timeout. We'll get Greg Armour stats, and I'll let you gather some scores because there are some heart-burning scores out there.
Yes, there is. Hey, you would have, when this game kicked off, you would have anticipated a much, much closer ball game. But Jackson Christian came out with their foot on the gas and just never let up. I mean, good job of them offensively and defensively to shut down for the most part, a really improving TCA football team.
Now, Kenny Carr is reporting a Hardin County score, but we're not going to report that yet. Tell you what, let's do. Let's take a 1-minute timeout, and we'll come back on the Worthy Road Studios Jackson Christian Football Network.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
We are back, and happy we're waiting the stats from Greg Armour, but Wesley's got some scores for you.
Yep. In a game that Henry County looked like they were going to kind of maybe put a little distance between themselves, Clarksville Northeast has come back, and they're up 34-27 over Henry County.
Wow, that in itself is an interesting thing.
Yep.
Looks like Lexington's starting to pull away. What do you have on it?
I've got 35-14 over Crockett in the third on that one. Let's see. Haywood 33, Covington 0.
That one's all over, but the shouting.
Yeah, fourth quarter, about 8:40 left in that one. Riverside, they're still showing this game at the half, but it's a lot further.
Well, I've got third. No, I don't have third quarter. I thought they did. Yeah, that one's all over, and it's a running clock in that one.
Yeah, 14-7 Jackson Southside over Northside, which is
we don't know where that is in the fourth quarter, though.
It is in the fourth quarter according to this right here. Still the shocker of the night is Huntington 41, Trenton Peabody 28. That game is still showing in the third.
It would be late third.
It would almost have to be late third. Union City big on Liberty, 49-0. Westview putting a little distance between themselves and Ripley, 21-3 now. Let's see.
And let's see. Of course, Hardin County, we have had reported, I don't know if Carr is right, Ken Carr, he reported it to ScoreStream, and we do know it's at least 21 or 21-7. We're getting conflicting scores.
Yeah.
The one thing we can tell them is Hardin County is ahead. Bud Young is giving us scores, and unfortunately his scores are coming from – he's watching the game in Virginia.
Yeah. Well, that's thank you, Bud, for sending those scores in for us.
Absolutely.
Let's see what else I can find. You got anything on USJ, Coach?
No, that's kind of surprised me. It's 27-14, and the Hardin County kicker has missed 3 extra points and a field goal. And I thought they had their kicking problem straightened out down there.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
Let's see if we can check on USJ.
And looks like Southside still holding on in the fourth, 14-7 over Northside. So, like we mentioned earlier, but back to this game, Coach. I mean, kind of a redemption for some of these seniors who have not beat this TCA football team up until now in their high school career.
That's right. It has been a while, and I know that the team led by seniors Tacker Nash and, of course, Chance King, the 2 linebackers, but there are other seniors on that team, linemen, and this puts them closer to what they want.
Yep.
And that is the second place berth, unless they can get some help from somebody. But, Carson McKee has put in some great time here. We mentioned Chance King. Brandon Bennett comes off the bench. He's had some injuries, but when the big man's in there, he can make it happen in the middle of that line. C.J. Carrier has done such a great job for them. And, of course, you've got some young men that don't get as much playing time. A really nice young man, Liam Cox. He's a guard. You don't hear much about him. All he does is he just blocks consistently for a great running offense. And I know his grandfather is Dr. Charles Cox, who years ago had to put a nose. I got a baseball in the face one time.
Ouch.
He rebuilt my nose, did such a great job of doing that. And, of course, Cooper Cantrell and Walker Ray known as the Swiss Army knife because he does everything. Campbell Scott had another big night.
He did.
And that touchdown pass, I still think about 2 weeks in a row, Walker has caught one of 30 and 33 yards.
Yeah.
And Gage Boykin has laid it out there. And Gage threw a couple of lasers tonight.
He did.
I have to tease him about being man of war and racing a little bit.
Yeah. I tell you, Coach, I told you during halftime, if I feel really, really comfortable about a Jackson Christian win if we got to 215 yards on the ground. So I'll be curious to see how close we got on that when Greg gets here.
Well, I tell you what, let's just make a quick switch here, and we'll put the man with the plan. You'll hear a little headset switch because I know he wants to go down and celebrate with everybody else, but he is so kind to always come by here. You're listening to Jackson Christian Football on Worthy Road Studios. Please thank all of our fine sponsors for bringing you this. What is the happy story, Greg?
Well, Coach, the happy story is final score Jackson Christian 35, TCA 7.
Most important stat, isn't it?
That's the most important stat. All right, in the passing department, we had 12 passes attempts, completed 8 for 166 yards. Gage Boykin attempted 11, completed 7 for 122. Jalen Mosley attempted 1, completed 1 for 44 yards for a total of 166 yards. Receiving department, Walker Ray had 2 for 37 yards. Jay Mosley had 2 for 20 yards. Cooper Banky had 1 for 37. And Cooper Cantrell had 3 for 72. In the rushing department, we rushed 38 times for 272 yards.
So wait a minute, say that again because Wesley's beaming back here.
38 rushes for 272 yards.
272, and you said what, Wesley? If they got 215, they'd win.
Cam Boyd had 11 rushes for 94 yards. Campbell Scott had 10 rushes for 76. Cooper Banky had 5 for 37. Jay Mosley had 3 for 27. And Gage Boken had 6 for 36.
Boy, Gage was like man of war out there tonight.
Yep, we had 19 first downs. We had 4 penalties for 40 yards. For TCA, now in the first half, they only had 33 yards passing. Second half, total of the game had 23 attempts, completed 15 for 187 yards. So they had about 150 yards in the second half. In the rushing department, they rushed 17 times for 38 yards.
That's important because they have run the football at times well this year.
We had them to 0 rushing yards in the fourth quarter. They had 9 first downs. They had 7 penalties for 65 yards.
The penalties for both teams, some of them came at inopportune times, those holding penalties.
That's correct. They did.
Any other stats jump out at you?
We said we needed to just continue doing what we did in the first half, and I think we accomplished that by, we had a good rushing attack in the first half, 122 yards. Second half, we had 150 yards.
That's pretty good. That's balance.
Yes, it is.
And our offensive linemen, who sometimes don't get enough credit, thought they did a really good job. We had a couple of them, I believe Carson McKee and also Liam Cox, and they did a good job. Or was that Chilton that was this week? We've started having the linemen some too. And the kids did a good job. And we'll be back Tuesday night at Hub City Deli.
Unofficially in tackles, I had Chance King, 5 tackles and 3 assists. Carson McKee had 4 tackles, 1 assist, and 1 sack. Tackle Nash had 6 tackles and 1 assist. Campbell Scott had 5 tackles. So that's pretty good tackling.
Absolutely, and well defended. And you know what I saw? A lot of people running to the football. And even with the tackle made, we had them surrounded because the only negative I saw all day was their return to their sideline on a couple of kickoffs. We needed to lock up.
Yep, they had a few returns.
And we didn't punt tonight, did we?
We did not punt at all.
Didn't punt. They had to punt a couple of times.
They punted twice. No, they punted 3 times.
3 times, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
And we had good pressure because they use a short punt type of formation too.
Yeah.
Our big men got up inside a couple of times there.
They did.
And the scoring, and Greg checked me on this, in the first quarter, 10-40, Campbell Scott went 19 yards. And obviously all of our extra points were good by Zach Cisco. At the 6:27 marks, what I got 30 yards, that's Gage Boykin to Walker Ray. Another fine pitch and catch.
That's correct.
And then in the second quarter, 10:31, a 1-yard plunge by Campbell Scott.
Correct.
And in the third quarter, 5:01 to go, although the clock ran a couple of seconds off there, he officially went over and it was blown dead at 5:01. 5-yard run by Boyd, and then to cap it off, and for me it was an important you had 4:01 Mark Banky with a 6-yard run because we were a little unsure about the placement of the football.
It was 6 yards.
Well, that covers our scoring, and of course Jake Wilson I have him at 27 yards on that catch in the fourth quarter, and it was a fine throw and the catch. And for TCA, I think, and Cade Butler, they may have found him a good young quarterback. Vales was good, but this young man showed some poise in the second half, and it's hard playing for your dad.
Yes.
Darby will face that one day.
Yes, he will.
Well, most of our coaches have young kids. Coach Bullard will face that, and Coach Phillips and several more of them will face that. And and Todd Lumley and Chuck Ray, I think Chuck's kind of facing it now, but he works mostly with the middle school, helps with high school. Those days are about over for him, but it is tough to coach your own son.
It is. Yes, it is.
And we got some stories. Final word is yours.
Well, we just got to get back to work Monday and get ready for Fade Academy at Fade Academy.
A big game, too, so we can finish second.
Yes.
Tiebreakers go to USJ, unfortunately.
Yes, tiebreaker.
Unless we can get some help out of somebody.
Yeah, they played St. George tonight, which is not a non-district game. I hadn't heard any score on that.
They were only up 21-14 the last score we got, and then the scores kind of dried up for a little bit. So we're going to take a 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap this exciting contest up, and all I can say is Eagles win. Eagles win. Let's take that timeout on the Jackson Christian Worthy Road Studios Network.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Welcome to Mann's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
$35-7, the happy score for Jackson Christian over crosstown rival TCA. Here's Wesley with first some scores and then some comments. And Wesley, I'm going to see if I can work on a couple of other scores from a different angle.
All right. Gone final. Waverly has beat Cheatham County 44-0. I got a word that McKenzie has beaten Sequatchie County, or that game has gone final 42-7. No
but
surprise.
McKenzie officially 1-0 win over Brewston, but they played this other contest. Sequatchie County came a long way to get their brains beat out.
They sure did. Lexington is showing late in the fourth, 42, Crockett County 14. Henry County has come back and tied Clarksville Northeast 34-34. That must be a barn burner of a football game there. That game showing in the fourth quarter. It is gone final. Haywood 33, Covington 0.
And I will report to you that the TSSAA says the Milan and Hardin County game is not over, but they don't have a score on it. We'll wait for Bud Young to give us a little more, but the last score we had from Bud was 27-14.
Right.
Haywood County, and something very unusual, matter of fact, I think it's first time in history at Hardin County that they have missed that many extra points in a field goal in the same game. And because their kickers are very good young men.
Yeah,
it looks like Jacob Harrison has had a couple of touchdowns. For you look for Caden Pope, you look for Seth Garner, but it looks like it's Jacob Harrison's night tonight down there.
Three-headed monster down there.
Oh, they've got that fine young quarterback too, and he does a great job. And they're not kin to each other, but I call them the Smith brothers, but again, they're not kin to each other. Chris Smith over at Haywood, big win. Looks like Hardin County's on their way. They're coached by Matthew Smith. Yeah. And, that job actually came down to Matthew and Andre Lott at one time.
Wow.
Andre Lott, we've seen him this year.
Yeah.
Okay, Wesley, we're going to let you give your final thoughts on this big win for Jackson Christian.
Sure. You go back and listen to what Greg had said, 166 yards passing, 272 on the ground for 438 total yards of offense. And, just limiting TCA to, what do you say, was it 38 yards on the ground on 17 carries?
Yeah, I don't have it down in front of me here. I'd already turned the page on it.
That's
17 for 38.
Yep, that's two. You count last week's game and this week's game too. Last week they held FACS to -5, so they've gone 4 quarters and only given up 33 rushing yards. That is the
best we've done all year.
That is a job well done by the defensive lineman.
Oh, yeah.
Just got word in from Grant Boykin. This is the first time Jackson Christian has beaten TCA in 8 years.
Well, I knew it went back, according to the TSSAA, it went back to the last time we beat them on this field was 2016, is what the TSSAA is saying.
Well, Grant sent me here. I said
Grant may have better information. Remember, the TSSAA is not always right. They try.
You're right. Yeah, but just a a well-played football game tonight by Jackson Christian. They came out, again, as I said earlier, with their foot on the gas and never let up and did a good job of slowing down a good and improving TCA offense.
Absolutely. Now, did you have that Peabody and Huntington are in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, that's
and it's gone 49-28.
I think that's what I have.
In the fourth quarter. And impressive job by Southside because Northside's got an explosive offense.
Yes, they do.
And Damari Wallace runs that RPO about as good as anybody out here.
Mm-hmm.
And
I got, like I said, 7:17 left in that game and got a report of 21-7 over Southside.
What about Westview and Ripley? Westview's finally pushed it out 21-3.
21-3 is the last one I saw on that.
Well, I know that it's a happy Darby Palmer. And Coach T a little bit behind Bud. Coach T's got 21-14 Hardin County over Milan.
And I've got Huntington 49, Peabody 28.
Yeah, that's in the fourth quarter now, and the win streak could come to an end here.
Looking like it's, Huntington up by 3 touchdowns here. That's a daunting task, but not to say it cannot be done by a really, really good Trenton Peabody football team.
Yeah, it really can't. Wesley, great effort. Most areas, I think we'll look probably on film at the kickoff coverage just a hair.
I'd say so. I mean, that's the one outside of the late touchdown here by TCA. The one spot that they really kind of need to clean up on is the kick coverage out of tonight's game. And of course, you kind of want to take things from a good win like this and have at least something to work on during practice for next week.
And the coaches will say a little and make some adjustments, but we sold out to stopping the run, and we did. Mm-hmm. That's the reason the passing game for them at times, they hit on some passes.
Yeah.
We can make an adjustment or two and even shut that down, and this is a very good defense led by, again, their 2 linebackers, but there's more than just those 2 linebackers there. And I remind you that Walker Ray and Tacker Nash will be playing in the West Tennessee Healthcare All-Star game.
Yes. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, 49-28 Huntington over Trenton.
That one is all over but the shouting.
Yep.
Hate to see the streak end, but congratulations to
the Mustangs.
To the Mustangs. I know that Shane Jacobs and his staff and their team will handle defeat gracefully and in class and come back and work twice as hard.
Yep.
Could serve as a wake-up call. Do you remember when Gibson County upset them a couple of years ago?
Yes, I do.
And they played the playoffs with a vengeance.
Yes, they did. And was that the first year they won their state championship?
It's either the first or second one. It was not the third one.
No.
And I'm going to tell you, you don't want an angry Tide coming after you.
No.
And it'll be interesting to see what we can. Maybe we can either get hold of one of the coaches tomorrow. And the Saturday Sports Roundup coming up on WNWS at 10. Diamond Dave McCulley will be with them. Wesley, we need to tell everybody that any further use or rebroadcast or retransmission of this particular game without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is prohibited. Now, this game was directed by the one and only Gary Lockhart, play-by-play by Coach Joe Holloway, the color announcer, Wesley Freeman, and the main man with the main camera, Caleb Kendrick. The executive producer is the one and only Paul Schultze. There will never be another one like him, often imitated but never duplicated, Paul Schultze. And we want to say thanks for your time. This time till next time, good night all.